We on the podcast, baby.
Club Talk. Jay Brody. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. You're now listening to that Club Talk. And now, your host, Jay Brody.
All right, yes, we're back right here on another episode of Cloth Talk Podcast. If this is your first time checking out the pod, make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, follow, drop a comment, all that good stuff. Fuck with those buttons. I'm excited about this one. For y'all who've been listening to the pod for a while, y'all know I've been trying to have this type of episode, this type of guest. I found the perfect person. Hello. But before I introduce her, I'm going to shout out some people who support the pod. Shout out to HelloBlackmanJournal.com out there in Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to my man Jamie Jenkins, who founded that organization, where he uses the tool and art of journaling to help the youth express their feelings. He also has annual conferences out there. So whether you got nieces, nephews, sons, daughters, anything that you need to help your young ones express themselves in a healthy way, make sure you go ahead and tap in with my man Jamie Jenkins with HelloBlackmanJournal.com. If you are needing any graphics, logo art, album cover design, web design, anything visually to represent your brand and or business service, whatever you got going on, product, hit up Deontay Tatum with the FlyerAgency.com, based out of Dayton, Ohio. That is the FlyerAgency.com to get all your visual needs done for your business. Right here locally in Columbus, Ohio, for my Columbus, Ohio listeners, if you're trying to get right, if you're trying to get on your health shit, you're trying to get that body right, get some nutrients in your body. Some of you are probably familiar with it. Whitehall Nutrition Lounge, right off of Broad and Yearling. Go ahead and get you some shakes, some teas, some good nutrition in your body. And also, they have a gym next door to there where you can get your workout on too as well. So go ahead and tap in with Whitehall Nutrition Lounge, Whitehall. Jesus Christ. Last but not least, got to take it back hometown to Philly. Shout out to the best chef out there in Philly. For all my Philly listeners, shout out to my man Joe. If you need whatever you need, if you need meal prep done, if you need a meal, if you just sitting around, you need some good home cooked food, and you ain't trying to cook yourself, or you just want to try something new out there, you won't be disappointed. Shout out to my man Joe with Joe Chef Life Catering. So tap in, get you some good food, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. All right, now that we got the plugs out the way, let me introduce this fine person. I'm excited about this one. Let me give her a proper introduction, actually, because I tried to write something. Let me see if I can do. And I just found out a new little thing that should have been added in the bio that I could throw in there. Blogger, empower, educates. She's an educator. She motivates the CEO of Heels and Hoops Entertainment. And also, well, I'll probably save that during conversation. We'll let that come up. It is none other than the fine and one of the top influencers out here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm going to give her that because I seen the action, and the action is actioning. It's happening. It is none other than J. Marie on the show.
Thank you for that introduction.
Hey,
amazing.
Yes, thank you. I try. Oh man, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on the show. So let me tell people real quick how this thing happened, because I was telling you off air, like a lot of people ask me, like, how do you get your guests? Where do you find them at? So there's a couple of ways that I find my guests. So either people recommend me people, or people just slide in DMs, ask, yo, can I come on? Can I be on your show? Or I'll specifically look for a type of person for an episode that I want to do, this is an example of that. So I'm on IG. I go to the Explorer page. I type in Columbus, Ohio, literally. And I'm just scrolling. And I see somebody is live. So I'm like, okay, I never just jumped in someone's random live that I don't know and I'm not following. So, so I click on the live and there's these 3 women. They're just chatting about, and I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting back listening and instantly I was like, that's it. She's the one. That's it. All the 2 other girls were dope. Let's shout them out. I want to make sure that we shout them out.
So my good old friends, Leah Arcane
Uh-huh.
and Hey Baby.
Nice.
So those are my friends from Bigo. Have you ever heard of Bigo?
I have not. Educate me.
Bigo is a broadcasting app.
Got you.
You can get paid to broadcast.
Really?
So I get paid for broadcasting over there. So Nay Baby is my
I need
agent.
to jump on.
Definitely come on over.
Shit.
I'll introduce you to Nay Baby. She can get you to the money.
Wow.
But yeah, you can go live and get paid for going live.
Man, what? Get out of here.
Yeah.
So y'all was doing live off of that? Or was that IG live?
That was IG live.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
but y'all all share that platform together.
Yep.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, so I'm sitting there listening and I jump in live and I'm like, I'm just going to make a comment right in the live. Like, because I'm just a straight shooter. I don't wait. I don't pussyfoot around. So I'm like, yo, I'd love to have you on the pod as a guest. Let me know if you'd be interested. And you, in the live, acknowledge that comment. You like, oh yeah, hey, what's up, Claude Talk? Yeah, go ahead and DM me, shoot me the details. I was like, oh shit. And I was like, right there, moments later, I shoot you a DM and same day, couple hours later, you right back. you like, I love these topics. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. And here we are.
There were some dope questions in there.
Thank you. I try to be creative, try to offer something of substance. I try to here on Claw Talk. Okay, so first time on the show, for my listeners who've been rocking with me for a while, I wanted to get them familiar with you, who you are, your background, all that stuff. Then we're going to jump into all this juicy shit that we got here.
Okay.
So I found out, fellow East Coaster.
Yeah.
I'm Philly. You're Rochester, New York.
Yep. Rochester, New York.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Yep.
I can hear it. Because people can pick up on me, but I like, y'all can, for real, like, y'all, like, you not from here, are you? I'm like, damn, how can they tell? But I guess there's an East Coast dialect thing that people can pick up on. I'm like, for real? I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I get that all the time. And then it doesn't help that I'm Puerto Rican, so my dialect is extremely different.
Yeah. Okay. Siblings, brothers, only child? What's the family background here? Paint a picture for us.
So my parents are married. They've been together for like 33, 34 years now.
Nice.
And it's only me and my little brother. He's like, I believe 23.
23. Okay.
Yep, I'm the oldest.
You're oldest. So 23 and you're the oldest. I'm not going to ask you your age because women are like, don't fucking, I learned that. Just know I'm the oldest, motherfucker. All right. Okay. So I'm curious. Growing up in Rochester, I know how the East Coast is because I'm from there. Rochester ain't no fucking hoe. Like,
not at all.
Rochester is rough. Y'all get busy out there.
Yeah, Rochester is extremely
I don't think people
crazy.
understand this.
Yeah, they don't.
Like,
at all.
Rochester, y'all reputation is y'all get busy out there.
Yeah, they wild.
Is that why you had to leave and come here like me?
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of Philly. I'm gonna get caught up in some shit just by existing out here.
I love my city. I absolutely
Me
do.
too.
However, my city is what made me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way.
I'm proud of that. However, it's not a city that I wanted to raise my kids in. So when you got kids, you start to think about life a little bit differently.
So for the sake of raising your kids, you was like, yeah, this ain't.
Yeah, I had to go. I had to get up out of there.
Now, pardon me if I'm asking too personal, how did the father of the children feel about that? Did he make the trip with you?
Yeah, so.
Okay, good. Because I know, so you're like, fuck you. If you want, like, I'm out.
No, it's actually interesting how that happened. So he was born here.
Oh, you're from Columbus.
Ohio. Yeah, but was raised in New York.
Get out of here.
So when we had the opportunity, we went with it. I was like, come on, let's go.
Made perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's already here.
Yep.
Well, at the time he's in Rochester, but he's like, yo, I'm from here. We could just go to.
Yep. And we went with it.
Nice. Nice. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you was telling me that you said this was 2014, yeah?
Yep, I moved in 2014.
Yeah, because I got here 2016. Okay.
Yep.
So at this time, so did you go right into the Ohio Media School thing, or was you kind of like working, making your rounds, getting your footing in before you went to Ohio Media School?
No, I didn't go straight into Ohio Media School. When I came here, I was just more so trying to get my feet on the ground.
Yeah.
So of course I ended up getting a job. I used to live out on the south side. Parsons.
Parsons. Oh, okay.
It was stank out there. It stank on the south side. If y'all don't know nothing about Columbus, I'm telling you. The south side stank.
You wasn't impressed.
Now don't get me wrong, I'm from the hood, so the hoods ain't nothing compared to where I'm from. So I don't care about that. However, the smell I cannot tolerate.
It was the smell of all things.
Yeah, no,
Dang,
that wasn't the one for me.
You're like, yo, can we move?
Yeah, so I stayed out there for like a year and instantly moved to Whitehall. And been in Whitehall ever since.
Oh, so you're close. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, okay. Right on. All right. So was broadcasting always an interest of yours? This is something I'm new that I'm learning about you, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you speak well and you can articulate yourself. You can explain your thoughts, your opinions, and all that stuff. So was that always like an interest of yours, broadcasting, radio, and stuff like that?
It was not always an interest of mine.
So how the hell did you end up in it? That's why, you should try that. You kind of good at talking.
No, I kind of like fell into it, literally.
Really?
So it started off with photography. So yeah, it started off with photography.
Okay.
I ended up purchasing a camera and was just like taking still shots. And somebody was like, yo, Jazz, like you do some really good work. And I'm like, what? It's just taking pictures. But then I realized instantly, everybody don't know how to take pictures. So.
True. That is very true.
Then I went with that. Then I'm like, damn, I got this camera. Let me do something with it. So I started playing around with YouTube. And I created like 2 videos, I believe, on YouTube, and I was looking at it like, all right, now how I'm about to get this money? how I'm about to do this?
Shooting all this content.
Yeah.
Like, so where does it? Okay.
Yeah, where does the money start flowing in now? I got my videos out there. How I'm gonna do this?
Right.
So then I started researching and looking into it. Like, damn. There's a lot that actually goes into this. Yeah. It's not just about press and record. Like, there's a lot of work you got to put into it.
Yeah.
A lot of research. Oh, my God, so much.
Yeah.
And I started doing that. And then when I moved to Whitehall, Ohio Media School is literally, like, right across the street from where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen it like, oh, I should go there. So I went to Ohio Media School in, like, 2019. Graduated in 2019.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So it started from photography of all things.
Yes. Photography.
And then you find yourself behind the mic.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, Jazz, you got the personality, you got the voice. You should do this. And I'm like, I should. Okay.
Was you confident at that? In it, like, I think I can do this. So you like, I don't know if was you kind of apprehensive at first?
So I'm extremely shy.
Really?
Yes.
Could have fooled me.
I'm extremely shy. So I always wanted to like be behind the scenes.
Not the focal point.
Never wanted to be the focal point.
But you got the camera and shit. You start your YouTube channel, so you kind of set yourself up for failure if you didn't want to be that.
Yeah, they wasn't trying to hear that. They're like, no, Jazz, you need to be in front of the camera, not behind it. And I'm like, no, but I want to stay back here.
I can get the shots for the behind the scenes stuff for the show.
That's what I wanted to do. And they're like, no, you got the personality for it. Get in front of the camera. And I'm like, all right.
So you wasn't really like confident in it at first, or you just like, you know what, let me see if I can do this.
I don't think it wasn't a thing of lacking confidence. It was more so I didn't want to do it.
Like just not my it's not my path.
I did not want to do it. But now I'm just starting to just thrive in it. It's like, forget it. Let me just go on ahead.
Yeah. Because you're very active with your social media game too.
Yeah.
Like you interact with your audience, your followers, your supporters, you answer questions. Like, you engage with them.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's enjoyable for you.
It is now. I love my followers. They are amazing. The best thing about broadcasting is actually engaging with the people that are on there.
That's what it is for you, the engagement.
And the networking is dope. Like, you never know who you come across. Like, I've met some awesome people.
Yeah. Okay, so you finished in 1 year.
Yeah. The program is only like 9 months.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I never went. I'm sorry, but I've been in the building.
Program.
Okay, so the program you went for was
I don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't remember what I did. I was just there.
Just taking classes.
Yeah. I kind of I didn't enjoy it after a while because I felt like the things that I was learning I already knew. So I felt like they wasn't really teaching me anything. And it's not their fault. Ohio Media School is pretty dope. They're improving day by day.
Yeah.
But they give you the basics of broadcasting.
It's
and
not
media.
really in depth.
Yeah, it's not in depth at all. But I already knew the basics. So I was just like, I know this already. But I did have some dope cohorts that helped me.
Yeah.
With a lot of stuff too. That was very knowledgeable in the industry. But it's definitely a great networking place. Like, you meet with so many dope people. Yeah, true. Because the few times I've been up there, when I'm like helping people like start their shows and stuff like that, I've come across some pretty interesting people. Like you said, good for networking and stuff like that. But I can see how you can say like, I wanted to go a little deeper with the material I was learning. Like, I kind of know how to set up a tripod. Like, but you'll be shocked because some people don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe if they like separate it a little bit.
Yeah. Like in tiers, like beginner, intermediate, something like
Absolutely.
that. Expert, beginner type shit.
Because there's some people who need that information, but I didn't. So.
Yeah. When you first sat down here, y'all know, like, she started adjusting the mic and shit. And she's like, I got this. Got it all together. I'm like, normally I got to get up and like, let me get you together. She's like, I got this. You can sit down. Respect. Okay, so the reason why we're here, so you embody a lot of what I was exactly looking for, the type of woman that I wanted to have for this specific type of episode. You are all about the empowerment, and you are not afraid to speak on it.
Not at all.
And you're unapologetic about it, and I love it. So were you always that way before we jump into some of these topics? Like, or what did that come over time? Just the confidence, like you know what? I'm her. Did you have to arrive to that? Because I have a theory on that, is that I think people who normally aren't in the beginning what we see them as now, like I was telling you, I was a quiet, shy, timid kid. People now look like, you got a whole fucking show. You never used to talk. I think that there's something that we have to go through, experience, to get us to a point where that part of us is now like the highlight of who we are. Was that the same for you? Oh.
A little bit. I've always had confidence, but my confidence now is just like through the window. Like, you can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you can tell me. But that's because I know my worth as a woman. So over the course of years, of course, the experiences that you encounter, the challenges that you encounter, you learn more and more about yourself. So I'll have conversation with friends, and I'm like a therapist to everybody.
They come to you.
Yeah. So when they come and they tell me things about myself, and I'm like, oh, I never noticed that, because as ourselves, we don't recognize our own talents or our own strengths, but it takes somebody else to point it out to be like, ooh. So they did a good one on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Made
it peak for sure.
So for you just thought you was just like, this is just who I am. This is just me existing. Everybody like, but you got you this and that and that. They're like, I don't know how you do it. You're like, I'm just me. Like, it's not hard.
Yeah.
All right. So for you, it wasn't one of those things where it's like, oh, I felt ugly as a child and I never felt accepted and my parents never told me they loved me. I never felt beautiful and I dealt with identity crisis and all that stuff. You didn't experience all that. You was like, oh yeah, I'm confident in myself.
Yeah, I've always been pretty confident in myself.
Nice. But you know, with those type of people, it can rub people the wrong way.
It does.
Because it's like, who the fuck is she? Oh, so she thinks she better than us? Or
yeah, there's a pros and a cons to it. Absolutely.
Talk about some of that, because what happens a lot, especially with women, there's a lot of this that happens with women, and as a man, I don't understand it. Like, I try to understand it, but I'm like, is it because like there is maybe an insecurity in a person who they see that person now is like, oh, so who does she think she is because she got this and that, or she's probably beautiful or pretty, or all the guys are giving her attention, no one's looking your way. It's like, well, fuck that bitch. Like, and I'm like, what's the issue? She didn't do anything personally to you, I don't think. I hope not. It's not like, but just because who she is, she can't help. That's what she is, you know?
Yeah.
Do people kind of like assume things about you? Like, she's
sure.
probably stuck up. She's probably bitchy.
Yeah.
She's probably like this or that. Like,
I had a lot of friends now who were like, I ain't liked you at first, but then when I got to know you, you really down to earth and you pretty cool. I had a couple of people that did that to me.
Really?
But,
is that surprising for you? Like, when that happens to you, like, damn, I just try to show y'all love. Like, damn, why y'all hate me?
no.
Or did you understand it? Like, you know, I get it.
I'm very understanding.
So you get it.
Yeah, I'm very, very understanding. So when people meet me, initially, I'm quiet. Like I said, I'm shy.
Still don't believe it.
So I know. So like whenever I walk into a room, I'm an intuitive empath. So I'm always reading the room. So when I first get into a place, I'm quiet. I sit back. I try to analyze things. I pay attention to everything. So, of course, I pay attention to the females. I pay attention to the males. But I never take it personal. I guess that's where the emotional intelligence starts to play. Right. So if you feel some type of way about me, that don't got nothing to do with me. That's just you and your insecurities.
But they want to make it about you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't pay no attention to it. Now, at first, before I got to the space that I'm in now, of course, that takes a lot of growth. It's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. But I'm from the hood. So at first I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. Who you talking to? Right. But now I just look at it and I smile and I keep it moving. Because those are your traumas that you have to deal with. Those are your demons that you're fighting with. That don't have nothing to do with me. So I don't take things personal no more.
That's interesting. Cause I'm like, it's because in that position, it almost can get to a point where like now people are starting to like, okay, they're avoiding me. Like, you don't even want to be around me, or you're keeping certain people away from me. Like, you like, no, I'm not going to bring this person around here. Nah. It's like, yo, like, what? Because just like, it's like they're forcing to create a bubble for you. Like, putting you in this box, like, oh, you stay over there because you're that.
Yeah, I get that a lot, especially with me broadcasting on Bigo. My nickname on there is Hoops. So
yeah, I want to talk about that. That's how you came with that name.
Yeah. So
did you ball?
No, my earrings.
I was going to say that's what it was.
Fashion.
I'm a fashionista. Like, okay, heels and earrings. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
So,
go ahead.
The people on Bigo, I tell them all the time, like, yeah, there's a I Hate Hoops crew out there, and it is.
Is it really?
Yeah, absolutely. But
wow,
I don't pay no attention to them no more. At first, I used to like.
Damn.
Used to come up on them like, yo, what's good? You got a problem?
Yeah.
You all right? Like, what's the beef? They're like, it ain't no beef. So after a while, I was like, you know what? I ain't even going to entertain this. Y'all not even worth my time. I'm just keep on shining in this corner over here. And they created like a whole group of people that be like, oh, yeah, no, I don't mess with her because this person don't mess with her. And I'm like, oh.
There's literally a group.
It's cool.
That.
Yeah, and I can only imagine in real life. I don't tune into that type of thing. The way I feel is whatever you focus on grows. So I don't focus on the negativity so much. I just focus on what makes me happy and what keeps me at peace. So my peace means everything to me. So the moment I feel like you're going to disrupt my peace, I just eliminate you out my life. This is my life.
Jeez, like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody. Family, friends, everybody. Whoa. And no hard feelings. It's just no hard feelings at all. And I won't even act no type of way towards you. I know how to be cordial, but I know what type of being I am. Again, I know my worth. So I know that with me being in your life, there's always going to be such a great impact. And the moment I remove that, that's your fault, not mine. So, yeah.
That hurts worse.
Yeah.
That hurts worse.
Absolutely. I can say hey and keep it pushing, but no, I don't mean I'm going to sit here and chat it up and nah.
No, no small talk. No, hey, let's.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah, let me fix this. Shut up. Sit down. Be like, no, I'm good. There ain't nothing to fix.
I accept people for who they are.
Really?
Absolutely. Once you show me your true colors, I believe it the first time. Now, there are some people that I have worked with that was like, nah, this rubbed me off the wrong way. Like, let's talk about this.
Little misunderstanding.
Yeah, but if it becomes consistent, no. So
I'm out.
The way I feel about it, right, is if I encounter a problem and I have a conversation with you about the problem, now you're aware of the problem. And if you keep on doing the problem, that means you're disrespecting me intentionally.
Yes.
So at this point, there's no more need for us to talk.
I agree 100% with that. You know what's crazy? So I operate like that. In a lot of my friendships, whether it's friendships or romantic relationships, whatever the dynamic of that relationship is, I've moved on and cut a lot of people off. And it comes off as cold. It comes off like, damn, like you don't give a fuck. Like how you just X me out your life like that, and you just moved on. Like how you were saying, like me personally, I built myself up to a point where, you know what? Like, no, I worked too hard on myself to accept this shit. I ain't gotta put up with your shit.
Absolutely, and you don't.
Like, and now I'm like so quick to move on. I'm like, damn, like you move on. You can. I'm like, yeah. My time is valuable. Time is valuable.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna let you sit around me and suck the fucking life out of me. And I'm a giver. Like I give, and when I feel like that's not reciprocated or acknowledged or accepted, I'm like, yeah. Clearly, this is one-sided here. So I'll go ahead and. You know, and it's not, yeah, like you said, it's not in a disrespectful way. It ain't no fuck you or nothing like that. It's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm giving way too much of myself in this. And
yeah, especially like, relationships. Like I tell people all the time, I was in a 13-year relationship. So we've been through it all. And
I can relate. Mine was 10 and I was married.
Yeah, see, thank God I ain't hit marriage.
Yeah, we was together for 10 years total, married for 5 of those 10.
That's crazy. But I recalled being in a broken space before where I acted out of character or did things that I know I shouldn't have done. And I'm like, I will never allow anybody to bring me back to that space again. So the moment I feel like you're getting me to that space, I just cut them off. I'm done.
Yes.
I'm not doing it.
I don't know, people. Y'all can call that cold if y'all want, but if you understand your value, like she's saying, your worth, you would do the same thing.
Absolutely.
Like you would understand. You like, you know what? I can find either peace or value elsewhere.
Absolutely.
And it's not here. So, okay. So, I wanted to talk about beauty standards. You know,
okay.
This is one thing I added in here late out of the stuff that I sent you.
That's fine.
Because after I sent you the initial topics, because my brain is always thinking of like the next thing, or it starts like snowballing and stuff, and I'm just like find myself just like, that's why this shit is so long. If y'all can't see, if y'all watching on YouTube or Facebook, like my laptop is so much shit in here. But I was reading or watching something, and it made me start thinking about like how women have to go through. Y'all go through a lot. Like y'all have to deal with a lot of impulse and stimulus stuff that's like thrown at y'all, that it's kind of like telling you this is your value or this is what it takes to, you know, be this type of woman or whatever the case may be. And beauty is one of the biggest things that I think women have to deal with as far as like feeling pretty, not looking pretty, but feeling like, yeah, I'm happy with what I see. And there's so much of this thrown at you, this magazine, this chick, this in your face, the Meg Thee Stallions, I guess if we modernize it today, the Meg Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's, the Nicki's, like there's all this standard of like what a beautiful woman looks like today. And I think you can share your opinion is that it creates like a confusion if a woman hasn't figured that out for herself. Like, well, damn, what the fuck does it take? Because it feels like y'all just getting pulled in so many directions. It was like, well, men saying they want this, but they're going over there. Or, well, I don't look like that, so am I not beautiful? Am I not pretty? And it fucks with your self-esteem, you know? So I wanted to kind of like get your thoughts on that, on like the standards of like what, you know, beauty is and how the outside can like really affect what you feel internally about yourself, you know? Cause I found it fascinating because dudes, we can just go to the barbershop and get a haircut and we good.
Yeah.
Y'all got nails, hair, makeup, lips. Yeah. Gotta get the feet done. This skin routine gotta be on point. Like, I'm like, God damn.
It is
gotta
a
have
lot.
the hips, gotta have the curves, gotta have this. I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not a woman. Gotta smell good. Gotta make sure I'm pedicured and groomed. Gotta shave. I can't have much. It's just like, gotta be hairless. Like,
it's a lot when it comes to
the waxing. I'm like, all I gotta do is go to the barbershop. Thank God I can cut my own hair, but you know, dudes, we just go get a chop. Or if you got dreads or whatever, you get them twisted up. You good. I want me to get your little line. Y'all got the whole, whew.
Yeah. Definitely a process.
Yeah.
I think so. I really don't pay too much attention to like the beauty standards because that's a rabbit hole. Okay?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, God damn.
But I think there's a difference between having beauty standards and self-care and self-love. You see what I'm saying? So
got you.
If I take the time out to get my hands and my feet done, that's self-care. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I'm doing my makeup, that's beauty, but I want to look good. You see what I'm saying? Waxing, that can be a form of self-care because there's some stuff that happens on there. Just saying. But
yeah, y'all gotta take care of the little kitty. Y'all gotta go to your appointments.
Facials, everything. Like, I just look at that as a form of self-care because when you do take care of yourself in that way, you feel good. You feel good about yourself.
Right.
Same way you go get your hair cut and your beard trimmed. Like, you feel good after you get that haircut.
Yeah.
So we do have more to our beauty, but
do you ever have days where you like, oh my God, like I gotta put myself together, I gotta get ready?
No.
Like, do you enjoy the process? Cause
I don't always put myself together.
No.
So
you have like days where you like, bummy days, I guess, quote unquote, we'll call it, like you just lounge around.
Yeah, I don't. So I'm not the type of female that has to wear makeup. I'm not. My skin is actually flawless. So no shade on none of the other females, none whatsoever.
Now they really gonna hate you. Now your hate group really go, I told you that, bitch. You can't win.
No, I can't. But I'm the type of female that can throw my hair up in a bun, wear some sweatpants and some sneakers and call it a day and still feel confident in that. So it really depends. Like I can, I don't have to put on makeup all the time. Yeah. But that's the fun part. The fun part is actually putting on makeup and getting dressed. Like I actually enjoy that process. Enjoy that? Yeah.
Man. Mm-hmm. Wow. It just seems like so much work. Like
it's like the world is my runway. Absolutely.
I love it. Let's say in a month, how often are we going shopping for you? How often are you going shopping? Month.
Month?
Yep.
one, if that. I got kids. Like, I got a real life, yo.
I ain't got time to go out.
No, I work. I got kids. I take care of these kids. I be at home. I'm really an introvert, for real, for real. I just fell upon the nightlife or this other scene, entertainment. But
yeah,
other than that, no, I'd rather be at home in my bed.
Really a homebody for real.
I'm a homebody for sure. For sure.
I love it. We're living in the day of the BBLs. Take on that. Gotta get that body right, baby. Let me get this lifted. Let me get this pulled. Let me get this lifted.
Don't get me wrong. I got 2 kids, right? So my weight fluctuates. It goes up and down.
Yeah.
But there was a point in time where I was like, damn, I think I do want to get a BBL.
You considered it.
These tits do need to go up. That ass do need to look plump. But truth be told, if you just simply work out, you can get the desired body that you want. And then when you really
living
look
in 2023, ain't nobody trying to go to the gym, Jay. You know that?
Well, first off, you need to be going to the gym for your own health's sake. Like, fuck a body.
Just stay healthy.
Yeah, you want to stay healthy.
Ain't nobody trying here to go to the gym. Like, they like, inject me.
But the crazy part about it is that the BBLs don't even look natural no more. It look nasty.
Yeah, they kind of getting crazy.
Yeah, they just look crazy.
It doesn't even look realistic. Like no one's really shaped like that ever.
Or the thighs look extremely little and your ass is just like this. That's not working. Yeah. That doesn't look right. So I don't know. To each his own. Don't quote me on it because one day I might just get a BBL. But I'm just saying. But no.
One time for the BBLs out there.
If you really just work on yourself, everything will form into itself naturally.
But like you said, like for women who have and had children, like you said, the body ain't the same no more. So I was like, damn, this I used to be perked up. This used to be nice and lifted. Now it's like, yeah, so it ain't the same. So
yeah. If it makes you feel good, go for it.
So you're saying, so this is a fair warning. So if we see you years to come and you look a little different, we can refer back to this conversation.
Like she did just get a BBL, didn't she? I wanted it.
Oh, see. So it's not out of possibility.
No. I don't know. I really ain't put that much thought into it. I don't know.
Okay, well, hey, like you said.
I mean, it crossed my mind once or twice, and then it be like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
That's a process within itself. That's a whole process.
Yeah, because your body gotta heal after.
You gotta think about it. Your body gotta heal when you work out too.
Damn.
Your body be sore as hell when you working out. Damn. Which sore do you want?
Damn, you
I don't know. It's a process. I really didn't put that much thought into it.
Slicing and dicing you and like putting that in there, moving this.
And God forbid, don't let you get the wrong person to do it. I've seen some botched jobs.
This is no shade out there to the woman with BBLs.
Not trying to be funny. I was looking at a porno the other day. Yeah, I had to go there. But
I love it. It's called talk.
Titties.
What category are we talking?
I don't know. I just one that I picked. Just picked one. I'm
a category guy.
Yeah, no. I don't really watch them that much. But this day I decided to watch one. But this lady titty. You can tell she had her boobs done, but it was so much scar tissue under her boob. Like a good 3 inches of scar tissue. Oh, damn. And I'm like, damn, that's wild. Like when you see stuff like that, you just be like, that's crazy.
Like, why?
Now you got all that scar tissue. No.
See, and that's why I was talking about the beauty standards, because I think a lot of here's I think a misconception too, and a disconnect with communication with men and women. A lot of women think that's what a lot of guys want. Like,
is it?
You'd be a lot of guys don't really want that. All it's just like, and I think some certain women, if they're not already, like you're saying, confident in themselves, they go to the extents and they go to the extreme of it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna get this shit big as I can. Doc, fill that shit up. Pump me the fuck up, Doc. Because that's what gets the attention. That's what gets the likes. Like, That's what the men like. So big as I can go, Doc.
I find it crazy because to me, the way I look at it, right, is everybody has their own rating rubric, right? Just because I'm not your type, I'm going to be somebody else's type.
There it is.
You don't have to go through the extreme measures to satisfy just one category of men. Everybody rating is different. Right. I might be a 10 to you, but to you I might be a 5. Who knows? Right. And I'm okay with that.
And because that's the thing, like people have their own preference. And somebody probably look at you like, yeah, I'm good on Puerto Rican chicks. Yeah. You're like, well, damn. But you ain't taking the person. You're like, you know what? Yeah, cool.
That's fine.
I'm not your cup of tea. That's all right.
I had that conversation with somebody at work one day, and he was like, Jazz, what do you rate yourself? And I'm like, I'm the baddest bitch out there.
Just because you may not like me.
And he like, that's crazy. So you're telling me you better be than Beyonce? I don't even see Beyonce. Like, what are you talking about? What is this? This is my world. Y'all just living in my world. And he was like, well, I'm just saying, like, I rate myself a 5. I said, well, you're stupid. Why would you rate yourself a 5? That's dumb. Right. I'm not rating myself a 5. I don't care what anybody say. It's like, I'm just being humble. Well, you're being dumb.
Right. And people will probably look at it, well, they're being realistic. Like,
what's realistic?
He probably really thinks he's a 5.
I mean, there's probably some people that think you're a 5, but there's probably some people that think you're a 10. Just because you rate me off of your ratings doesn't mean I'm like that for somebody else. Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
That's true.
I'm not your cup of tea. That's fine.
That's true. That's true. So no matter what, you should always have the utmost confidence in yourself, no matter what people are saying about you. Like, she said I was a 5, so I'm a 5.
You know, you the shit. You the baddest motherfucker out there. I don't care what nobody say.
And you live by that every day.
Ain't nothing you can tell me.
Yeah, I love it. Let's do this, Jay. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to play some music. Let me go ahead and put this out there. Artists, if you're listening, or managers of artists, or whatever, if you want to get your music played on a pod during breaks, go ahead and send your music to clothtalk the number 5 at gmail.com. That is clothtalk the number 5 at gmail.com. And please, when you send in your music, MP3 file, name of artist, name of song, and if that song is on a particular project, the link to that project and your social media info. Please, y'all always fuck it up every time. Y'all just send a song with nothing else. I'm like, who are you? I want to show you love. So please remember that. Before we take this break though, Jay, let them know where they can find you, connect with you, get the blog, get everything that you're associated with. Cause we got a lot more to talk about. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about everything else that we got jotted down here. So go ahead and plug away. Where can people connect with you at?
So you can find me at I am J Marie on every platform. So that's I am J and then Marie with 3 E's at the end.
3 E's.
Yep. On my Instagram, I have a LinkedIn account and everything else is on there.
You can find everything through the IG.
Yep.
There it is. All right, we'll be right back here, right on Cloth Talk.
Holiday season.
I'm that man, don't you understand? From the water clan. In my hand, in my pockets, all they got a couple grand. Let's shawty say she wanna go to the beach, she talking Miley said. Oh, nothing for me, thank you, but I understand. Hey, let's shawty tell him that I'm that man. I'm that man, don't you understand? From the water clan. In my hand, in my pocket, shawty got a couple grand. Let's shawty say she wanna go to the beach, she talking Miley said. Oh, nothing for me, thank you, but I understand. Hey, let's shawty tell him that I'm that man. Holy grail, made my cup run it over. Yeah, I know the story. She say Poseidon, please don't show ignorance when you talking glory. Okay, I understand history is important, but shout it don't bore me. All is water, how you cannot find Dory. I've been eating them platters from my lorry. Codeine crazy, I don't know if I feel like future always a baby. All this much, they show like I'm a fud. I will take you later. Ever since a kid, my daddy told me, so you better not be lazy. My suit cosign, don't stay around for my safety. She said, I noticed you've been using it lately. Michelangelo, that tainted yellow, I can't help to pour it. She said, Poseidon, I don't like you in this state, but I will endure it. She not a quitter, she know that I'm that nigga, and she will secure it. You lame ass niggas might as well go and forfeit. Don't make me turn your wife to my little whore. I'm that man, don't you understand? From the water clan. Ay. In my hand, in my pocket, shawty got a couple grand. Lil' shawty say she wanna go to the beach, she talking Miley said. Oh, nothing for me, thank you, but I understand. Hey, lil' shawty tell him that I'm that man. Ay. Mind your business, I don't care what the deal is. How to stay in your lane. She know what real is, I can tell she can feel this. I say, yeah, he goes, babe. All of this water, like the way gang, baby. Don't work on know my name. I know a lot of things, but change the time frame. Without a say, I understand that times change. I'm a young nigga, and I ain't gonna cap, shout it, I want your bitch sister. She bad and bougie, sometimes she made me take my grill out just to kiss her. She my little sunshine, my little ray of hope, that's why they all diss her. You better cool it down, cause I'm not a misser. I had to shoot his ass, cause he a bad listener. I'm that man, don't you understand? From the water clan. In my hand, in my pocket, shawty got a couple grand. Lil' shawty say she wanna go to the beach, she talking Miley said. Oh, nothing for me, thank you, but I understand. Hey, lil' shawty tell him that I'm that man. I'm that man, don't you understand? From the water clan. In my hand, in my pocket, shawty got a couple grand.
And we're back, just like that. Sherry is still here. Hope y'all enjoyed that record. That trips everybody out every time when they come here. They're like, oh shit.
That break was over that fast.
Yes. Y'all have no idea what just happened. All right. So we're living in a day and age where the boss up chick is alive and well. That movement is strong. And this is one of the things that we was talking about when I sent you, is that it's intimidating for some of my kind, some of the fellas out there. They don't like this talk, this rhetoric.
Yeah.
In your opinion, and I have a theory on it, of why today's woman, you know, there's not a lot of like leeway in pushover. It's like, nah, play, those days are over, homeboy. There's a lot of wake up going on, and it's ruffling the feathers of the men out here. They don't like it too much. Speak about that. You know, why do you think the if we want to put a term on it, I guess the bossed up woman, the woman who got her own, the woman that don't need, you know, a man to do nothing for her, a self-sufficient woman doing her shit, making her own money, and proud of that, confident about that. Why is that a threat to men today? Let's get into it. Jay Marie's on the show, everybody. Rochester's finest.
Well, honestly, I couldn't tell you why women are a threat to men. Only men can tell you why women are a threat to them. I'm a woman. I'm not a man.
Yeah.
But I can make an assumption.
Let's hear.
So
that's all we hear.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Well, okay. I got something.
Okay.
So I seen a video that said, it was a little clip that I was watching. I forgot from what podcast. But they were saying, this man in particular was saying that he wants a woman that's impressionable. And they like, why do you want somebody that's impressionable? He was like, cause like it'll be easier for her to follow me and things like that. And I started thinking, because impressionable to me means somebody that you can easily manipulate. You see what I'm saying? And if you have somebody that's strong and confident, it's hard for you to really manipulate them. Like, it has to make sense.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So if I can assume, I would say that the men who are intimidated are really actually weak. And that's just that's how I feel about it.
Weak men.
Yeah, they can't handle a strong woman, because a strong woman is gonna make you level up in life. So you go after weak women who don't know much that you can easily impress. It's harder to impress a more confident, strong woman.
I like that. Because you know what? You're right. Because if I approach a woman and I can show her bare minimum shit, and she's like, "Oh my god,"
yeah, she's happy with that.
She's like, I'm like, "Oh, come
I'm
on,
in there.
man."
I'm in there.
But if I approach a woman who like, it's like, "Hey, baby, you like this? I got that."
You gotta come harder.
What can you do for? What can you offer? What can you do for me? And I think where it makes men uncomfortable is that we want a woman, like you said, that we can manipulate. I think manipulation is a bad word.
Man, it is what it is.
Yeah, we can't sugarcoat it. You're right. We can't.
You want a woman that you can manipulate.
Yeah, manipulate, control, whatever term you want to put on it. Because
she'll be satisfied with your bare minimum.
Yeah, and I think like we're seeing the rise of the bossed up chick. They're like, you gotta come harder than that. Like, I don't need you for that. I got that. All right. In fact, I have more than what you have. So what do you? What are we talking about here? And women are becoming educated. They're getting degreed up. They getting in these positions where they holding high level positions, or they're business owners. They're starting their own business. They got their platforms, and men are just kind of like sitting back watching, like, damn, shit. Where pretty soon it ain't gonna be nobody left for me to like, because like now with your platform, now those women are empowering the other woman. So they get into the ones before I can like get to them. It's like, I find it interesting that men, we want to have this position of hierarchy and expect a woman to just fall in line with that. And I'm like, I'm like, it's 2023. Those days are over, player.
It is.
Like, cut it out.
It's interesting that you say that, because I think what happens is, if you are, because I struggled with this in my relationship. I have masculine qualities too, but I'm a natural born leader. So if I see something that needs to be done correctly, you're not doing it correctly, I'm going to just do it myself. And if I feel like I need to do it myself, what the hell do I need you for? You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, if you're operating in your masculinity, that gives me the ability to operate in my femininity. You see how that works? So, but if I have to do the masculine and the feminine, it ain't going to work. Now, somebody got to play. If I'm playing the masculine, guess who got to play the feminine? You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't work.
What you trying to emasculate me, girl? What you trying to say? You too good for me?
So it's like, in the point, there's a point in time where you'll lack confidence in that man, and it's like, well, what the hell are we doing? I feel like you're gonna lead me off a fucking bridge. What's happening here? But in relationship, I do believe in compromise. But this is where communication needs to be effective, without people's ego getting in the way of that. Because if I see something and I'm like, oh, but if you do it this way, this can be better, right? I'm not big on demasculating men. Men are men at the end of the day. Yeah. And there is some type of level of hierarchy. Absolutely.
You believe in
that? But yeah, absolutely. A man is a man. Only a man can be a man, and only a woman can be a woman. Yeah. We have two different roles and two different levels in life. Yeah. But if we're able to communicate that effectively, we can both surpass together.
Yeah, I like that. You're right, because I think for so long that men got just expected that the traditional woman was just going to be always the quote unquote traditional woman. You know, like she gonna sit up in his house, you gonna have these babies, you gonna cook that food, you gonna wash them clothes.
That's slave mentality.
Like, and it change is uncomfortable. And now like there's like, nah, I'm not just gonna stay in the house and pump out babies for you and cook and clean and do all this. Now, obviously, we understand, like, yes, that's how you survive. But women are like, no, that's just not what I'm going to do. I'm not just going to do that. I'm multifaceted. I have more that I can offer than just pumping out your damn kids, cleaning and cooking and picking up after you and all that type of shit. Yes, you have the wherewithal to, okay, if you are the breadwinner, you go out there, you earn a bacon. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take care of the home, but don't just reduce me to just you just do that. It's like women are like, ain't having it anymore. They're like, no, I'm gonna go out. I got dreams too. Like I got ambition, I got shit I want to do. Like I'm not just gonna be doing that anymore. And I think it's uncomfortable for men today. Like, well, now you just making things difficult because you want to go out with your girls, you want to do this. I'm like, dudes, we gotta kind of like, it's like, wake up a little bit. Like those days are come and gone, and they're going to be going even faster now. I think there's going to be within 20 to 30 years from now, all that traditional shit, he did that. Like, now it doesn't say like it's not needed. Obviously, yes, those are needed, but I think women are getting to the point where I'm not just that. I'm not just going to accept that. You know?
I think it got confused a little bit. So like, if we think about it, the slavery days wasn't so far away. You know what I'm saying? So I look at a lot of things as slavery mentalities, and that was one of them. So like for me personally, in a relationship, I believe everybody should give 100, not 50-50 or not 80-20.
100.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I look
That's
at
how
it
I got my
as,
heart broken though. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
But I look at it as I'm not your maid. I'm not your peon. I'm not somebody you can just tell me what to do and I'm supposed to do it while you just provide. That's it. That's all. Because nowadays, some men think that all I got to do is go to work and come home and that's it. No, the job is not done there. You got to come home and work too. If I got to come home and work, you got to come home and work. You know what I'm saying? Whew. And I'm not your maid. You're grown. You should know how to clean up after yourself. Now, as a woman, naturally, of course we want to cook for our man. Of course we want to clean for our man. But I'm not cleaning all your mess. Like, you're not about to come in and throw some shit on the floor and be like, all right, go ahead, you get that. Hell, what the fuck I look like? Nah, nigga, you better pick that up and put that in the hamper. What are we doing?
That's not your role.
Absolutely not. I am your woman, not your mom.
I pay the bills, damn it, clean it up.
You know,
that ain't gonna fly.
No. I don't know who the hell you think you talking to.
It's a Rochester coming out.
Yeah. See.
Got triggered real quick.
Yeah, that don't work for me.
So that ain't gonna fly with you just because he's bringing all the money in. Don't mean you just,
I don't care.
Whatever he tell you to do.
Yeah, no. That don't work for me. But I do also think that people need to take the time out to be single as well.
Yes.
And I only say that because I know you mentioned something about like them going out with their friends and things like that. Like there's a saying that says it takes you 21 years to be 21, right? And if you think about it at that level, there are phases you have to go through in life in order to get the wisdom that you need. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Experience
you
life.
have to have that single period where you're clubbing, you're going out, you're getting that out your system. So when it's time to sit down and have a family and be in that commitment, you're able to focus on the commitment because you already did that. Yeah. But if you jump into a relationship out of high school, because I've done it, so that's the only reason why I say that. I jumped into a relationship when I was 16. and been in that. So I've dealt with infidelity. I dealt with all the partying. I dealt with all of that. But it damaged the relationship as well, because you never really got that chance to get that out your system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've talked to men where they're like, nah, I don't cheat no more. I used to have bitches at the house and da-da-da-da. But they got that out their system. So now they're ready for a family. Now they're ready to commit. You see what I'm saying? So you have to take the time out to get that out your system.
Yeah, you outgrow that. And
yeah, you do.
Yeah, because you're not going to be 20 forever.
You're not.
Like, you go, yeah, you know, like you were just talking about earlier, you know, you had your kids and everything, and you like, yo, I'm good.
Hello.
You know, like, I've been there, done that. And, you know, to your point, like, I wasn't that young when I got married. Like, not that you got married, but in a committed relationship, you was 16. So I got married at we was 24 and 25 when we got married. Young.
That's extremely young.
In college, we met.
I don't recommend that to nobody.
And
you got a whole lot of life to live.
Yeah, and that caused, like you were saying, a lot of problems within the marriage, because now you have two people who are growing apart.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't know who the fuck you are at 19 and 20. You have no fucking clue. Like, you think you got it all figured out, but as you go through life, you find out that your perspective on life is changing. I used to think that was bad, but now I opened up to that. Or, you know what, I would have never done that 2 years ago, but now look at me. Or, you know what, my view on that changed. Your whole worldview, perspective changed. Yeah, you start meeting new people. They introduce you to different things. You're like, oh, I never knew I would like that. And now you go home, your partner like, who are you?
Yeah.
It's like, you never used to like the color red. I do now, though. It's like, but I bought you these red socks.
Oh my God, it's interesting that you say that, though, because one thing that I've noticed about people, especially growing up in the hood, there's this I can't think of the word, but basically it's like, you're not supposed to change. You're supposed to stay the same. And they like beat that in your head. It's like, no, I've always been the same, but you're supposed to change. You're supposed to grow.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Now, switching up is a little bit different, but growing, absolutely. You're supposed to grow.
Yeah, two totally different things. And that's exactly the point. Because me and my ex-wife, shout out to Whitney, I always still show her love, no bad blood.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a healthy relationship.
Yeah. So our divorce was mutual. And to that point, like how you were saying, like, we hold people, especially like the communities where we come from, be the same, don't change. That's who you are. And it's not real. It's not realistic. At all. And I remember we had this conversation. We was sitting down, like, talking about the divorce or whatever, like, we're going to do this and whatever. And we got to the point, we asked each other, we looked at each other like, what happened to us? You know, we really had this honest moment. You know, we're sitting there, paperwork in front of us and shit, you know, signing papers or whatever. And we're like really talking about like what happened to us. And we started to analyze and go back to, you know, in our relationship, and started pointing out things like, well, you used to do this and you used to do that. Well, you don't do that anymore. When you did that, that made me feel like this. When I did that, and we started, and it became like this aha thing, like, aha. We were holding each other to who we met at 19 and 20. We're 29 and 30 now. You know, I'm 33 now, but at that time, that's when the conversation happened. We was holding each other to who we met at 19 and 20. 10 years passed, a decade. I'm still expecting you to be that, and you're still expecting me to be that guy. And we was like, damn.
That's crazy.
Damn. And it created this like, wow, we're not even the same people. We're not even the same people. And we kept trying, and then we're contorting ourselves. What happens is you find yourself trying to be this person for somebody. And now you done lost who the fuck you are. It's like, well, damn, who the hell am I? I done did all this to try to be this person for you. And I'm like,
you lose yourself completely.
Yo, who am I again? And I like that point that you made was like, take the time to be single. Live. Stop rushing.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah. I think I either read something or seen something, but it was like, at first, two people, you start off as caterpillars. But as you're in that cocoon, you're growing, you're getting along. But once you come out that cocoon, one either turns into a butterfly or one turns into a moth. Just because we was in the same place together doesn't mean the outcome is going to be the same.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
That's
I
perfect.
thought it was pretty dope.
That's dope analogy.
I was like, oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Of course we got along at that point in time because we was in the same place.
Right.
And now we've evolved and we're no longer in the same place no more.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Wow. And you said your previous relationship was 18 years?
13.
13.
Or 12. One of them.
12 or 13.
Yeah.
2 kids, 13, 12, 13 years. So, wow, I can imagine the differences as individuals for y'all. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I've learned is that, and this is where I think both men and women go wrong too, but men, this is the hypocrite shit that we do. Whatever attracted you to that woman, you get her, and now you try to change who the fuck she is. What attracted you to her is now what you're trying to change about her. Isn't that what you liked in her in the first place? Like now you're trying to like prompt her up. You're trying to, like we talking about, make her this, stay at home now. I don't want you going out no more. She's an individual still. Like you're like, no, I don't want you going out with your friends no more. Or I don't like that. I don't like your single friend. Or I don't like that you spend so much time doing this or that. It's like, but you met me in the club.
I've never experienced that.
I see that happen a lot. Like with the guys that I know. It's so hypocritical. It's like that's what attracted you to that woman, and now you're going to try to change everything about her that attracted you to her. It's hypocritical.
Yeah,
I think. And I wanted to ask you on your point, being together with someone for 12, 13 years, was there a point where, because I felt like this, where you fell out of love?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You definitely get into that space.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, what are we doing here? What is this? I don't feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely get into that space. There was a point in time where you was in love, but love will always be there. Once you love somebody, you can't unlove somebody.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But the love will never be the same. So for me, what took a turn in our relationship was we got to a space. So like I reflect a lot. I'm always learning.
Me too.
I'm always sitting back like, damn, how did we get here? And try to like go back on certain events like, damn, okay, I see how that happened.
Yep.
But I also take a look into people's childhood. So for me, my upbringing, my parents been together for years. And my parents was very overprotective and sheltered. So they sheltered me. I didn't have people that came over all the time, or like my house was never a party house. Like my parents ain't play that shit. I didn't even have friends. My dad always used to tell me like, you ain't got no friends.
Damn.
Like he ain't play that shit at all. And then I look at his lifestyle and his upbringing. He was in the party house. His parents partied all the time.
Complete opposite.
So after a while, we start bumping heads with that. I like my solitude and my peace. My home is my sanctuary. He like, yeah, everybody come to my house. We having a party. And I'm like, nigga.
Tell your friends to go.
No, we ain't having a party. What are you talking about?
You inviting everybody over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that created turmoil. But of course, he wanted to make the relationship work. Right. We both were trying to make the relationship work.
13 years.
But it just didn't work. And we were, as you grow, you learn the new things that you like. You learn, oh, no, I actually like this. Or, like, for example, I've realized I love flowers. Like I'm a flowers type of girl. I love wine, flowers, and candles. Like those, that's my solitude. I find peace in that. And I used to get mad at him like, yo, why you don't buy me no flowers? And he used to buy me the flowers, but it was like bullshit. Like I'm just buying it because you want it. And it used to piss me off because I'm like, don't buy me the flowers because I want it. Buy it because you know I want it. And it makes you happy knowing that I want flowers.
You don't want the hair shut up gift.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hear the
hair
shut up
shut up
gift.
since you want hair.
I want it to be a thoughtful gift. Like, oh, I know baby likes some flowers. Let me go ahead and get her some flowers.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you to.
Yeah. So after a while, I'm like, you know what? If I really do enjoy flowers, I'm going to just get myself some flowers. I'm not going to put that pressure on you. Yeah. So every time I went to the grocery store, I will always buy me a bouquet of flowers and set it up nicely. Nice. But after a while, I noticed that he was doing things to satisfy me just to satisfy me. And not doing it because he really wanted to. And it made him miserable. And I seen the misery. So it was just like, oh, this ain't gonna work. Yeah. And he's like, no, but I'm doing everything you want me to do. And it's like, no. I don't want you to do it because I'm telling you to do it. I want you to do it because you genuinely want to do it. And if you don't genuinely want to do it, it's not gonna work.
It is. Oh, man. Yeah. Yes. And that's exactly a lesson that I've learned too. Like I was telling you about, like, I'm becoming this guy that you want me to be, and vice versa. You're becoming this woman that I want you to be. And that's not naturally you, and that's not naturally me. So that's not fair to either one of us. So let's go ahead and sign these papers.
Yeah, I tell people all the time. So people will always ask me, like, damn, why you let that relationship go? And I will tell people all the time, like, we were just not compatible no more. Yeah. And they be like, no, I know it's deeper than that. And I'm like, no, that's the reality of it. We just not compatible.
It's funny
anymore.
How people, like, like, if you were together for a long time, people always think, like if it ends, like, it's like no, it doesn't have to be no real big deep reason.
That's
it's just
my
like
dog.
yeah, it just still can be like
work.
Yeah, it's still love there, like still like you know, in y'all case you still the father of the children. It's like whatever. It's like I'm still going to respect you, whatever. But I think people always look for like, well, no, there's gotta be.
They want the juicy stuff. I ain't giving you the juicy stuff,
right?
So, but I'm very big. Like I'm very mindful about what you say about people. Yeah. So like for me, I don't bad talk nobody because that speaks volumes about your character as an individual. Yeah. So I've never spoke bad about my kid's father. I tell people all the time, like, he was actually an awesome man. Nice. He just wasn't the awesome man for me. Yes. He's going to be an awesome man for somebody else. He's a great father. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've never spoke ill upon him. And I never will. Yeah. We just didn't work out, and that's okay.
Shout out to that man right there. Yeah. One time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to you, good sir, if you're listening.
I see, and it's funny because I seen a video like that too, where there was like, being a good man is not good enough. And I'm like, damn, that was interesting. Because she was like, just because you're a good man, but let's say if you lacked humor and I required humor, that don't mean you're a good man for me. You might be a good man for somebody else. And I felt that. Just because you're a good man and we didn't work out, that doesn't discredit you as a man. You're still a good man. It just doesn't work with me.
Yeah. And I had to learn that the hard way too. Like after my divorce, and this is why I learned that lesson about, you said like, yo, just be single. Yeah. Right after the divorce. Because I think what happens, we try to cover up that pain, that hurt. Even though our divorce was mutual.
Try to fill in the voids.
Yeah, like we had a healthy divorce and everything. We both walked away amicably, you know, whatever. But that long with someone, you still... it's just not,
you
all right,
operate that way.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, good, no, I'm out. That was 10 years of my life, so I'm just gonna go. It's not like, no, like that was a big part of your development, you know.
Absolutely.
And I learned that lesson the hard way. The just being, if you're a decent, good person, doesn't automatically mean that because you're a good person that you're available and going to mesh with everybody. Because like, well, at least I'm not like that guy. I had to learn that, and that's why I was talking about the heartbreak thing, because I was, you know, yeah, you're doing all these wonderful things. You're a good guy, treating the person with respect, and yada, 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 the whole nine. But just because you're good doesn't mean that you're good for that person. And I think a lot of men miss that message. Well, at least I ain't cheating on you. Yeah, that's great. I don't want you to cheat on me, but... Well, I'm not putting my hands on you. Yeah, you shouldn't want to, but listen. It's like we throw out all these things that we're not doing. It's like, I'm not saying that because you don't do bad shit, just because you do good shit, it's yes, that's great, but that doesn't mean that we are it's going to work just because you're good, you know. And I had to learn that. So I think a lot of men we look at that, because I think what happens is we see so much of, I feel like there's a war between men and women right now going on right now, and I hate it. That's why I want to have this conversation and have you on.
Yeah.
Because like if you look at like the messages and the narratives that are pushed out, it's always the majority of it is men ain't shit, bitches ain't shit, and it's just keep. And like, there's just this slings and arrows and stones, and it's just like
they fighting each other.
Yeah, I feel like there's a war between men and women that ain't gotta be had. You know, and with that whole just being a good guy things, like like just because you're a good dude doesn't mean that it's just that's what you can offer. Yes, there's great qualities, but it may not be compatible for her. She's like,
compatibility is a good thing.
Yeah, and it's not saying I don't want a good guy. Like, yeah, I want a good guy, yes, but you're a good guy maybe
for somebody else. Not for me.
And I had that aha moment. Like, aha, thank you, therapy.
You took therapy?
I checked myself into therapy.
Oh, really?
I did it myself. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I went into therapy because so after our divorce, with me and Whitney, it's weird because like, so you'll probably find out I name drop like because like I think people deserve enough respect for me to say your name. Like, I was with you for 10 years. People know who the hell I'm talking about. So it's like, we talk about Whitney. Yes, I'm talking about Whitney, my ex-wife. So after the divorce, so this is all in 2020. So in 3 years, in that 1 year, and this happened in like 1 month within a span of time, 1 or 2 months. So the divorce happens, my dad dies. I get into a bad car accident.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got to move myself out of the place where we're staying into the place where I'm at now. And by the way, my dad left everything for me to handle with the whole funeral thing. And oh, by the way, like as y'all could, if y'all know, I'm not from here, so I gotta, and I'm working a job. And I'm doing this, and I'm a part of a bunch of other stuff.
Life come collapsing at once.
Yeah. So, and all that happened like boom, 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 boom. And after all that stuff subsided, so like a year or two passed, I fall out with my sister.
Oh no.
Still this day, I haven't spoke to my sister.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's been I haven't spoke to my sister almost 3 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I got to a point like after I was able to like that shit kind of like subsided or whatever, and after the last heartbreak I was telling you about, so I'm like, you know what? I never dealt with all that shit. I didn't deal with the divorce. I didn't deal with losing my father. I didn't deal with falling out with my sister.
Yeah.
I didn't deal with a lot of shit. I'm like. And I'm sitting here by myself in this house. Like I said, I don't got kids, nothing, you know, single, whatever. And when a great point going back to be single. When you're single, you're allowed to sit with yourself.
You have to sit with yourself.
And you can figure yourself out, talk to yourself. You can sit with yourself. So that being single and, you know, living by myself allowed me to like sit with myself. I'm like, you know what? Jerome, you need therapy. I'm sitting there and I made the decision right there and then. Opened up my laptop, found a therapist, and I started going to therapy. Best decision I ever made.
That's awesome.
Best decision I ever made. Like, I learned so much about myself. I learned why I behaved in certain ways or where that came from. Like, that's why it's hard for me to accept that. Or that's why I do that. That's my defense mechanism. Because when I was 10 and you're like, oh my God, that's why I didn't talk as a child. That's why I can't express myself. That's why I can't open up in this way. That's why I feel confined. You start connecting these dots and you're like, wow, you understand yourself more. Best decision I ever made. If anyone's listening, if you haven't learned anything yet from this pod, if you have gone through some shit, even if you haven't, going to therapy is the best decision that you can ever make, because like we were talking about early, coming from communities that we come from, be tough,
Yeah.
hold that shit in. You know, for men, big boys don't cry. No, let that shit out, bro. You hurt.
You gotta let it out. It's gonna explode one way or another.
Yeah, man, right. And sometimes it explodes in a healthy way. Now you're in prison because you made a dumbass decision. Dumbass. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely did go to therapy. Best decision I made. Like, I feel after going through that whole experience, I was able to come out. Now I can be more fruitful to someone because now I understand myself. Now I know how to communicate everything about myself with you from jump. Today I am so it catches women off guard sometimes. They're like, damn.
Yeah.
I lay it out. It's like boom, because you got to give people the choice. Is what I've learned. Because this is what happens too. Guys, we run this fucking game. Now you done ran all this game. Now this woman is attached to you, and now she finds out some shit about you that you should have said from jump. Now the woman attached to your ass and love you and shit, and now you're like, well, I mean, you didn't give her the choice, bro. And now you just damaged someone, and the damage hurts. So I took the position like, you know what? I'm not going out here damaging people. I gotta be healthy in that way. So I communicate so much, like I overly communicate sometimes. They're like, damn, I know your whole life story in 2 days. I'm like, yep.
See, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, man, you gotta let them know you learn so much. Like, I'm sure you've learned so much from, being with someone for 12, 13 years. You learn a lot after.
Absolutely.
And you learn a lot during that. And now, like you said, like, hey, I'm confident woman. I'm empowering, and all that stuff. And I want other women to do that, which is a perfect segue to your platform. Should we take a break, then come back and talk about that? Because we could deep dive in. Yeah, let's do that. Because we go get into that.
That's a whole nother segment.
Yeah. J. Marie, let the people know where they can find you and connect with you again.
So you can find me at I am J. Marie with 3 E's on every platform, everywhere. I'm there. Come find me.
Very accessible too. That's the bite. Like, very responsive. Like I said, I just jumped in the live and look, we're doing a fucking pod. Like,
here we are.
Yeah. If you're enjoying the pod so far, go ahead, drop like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good shit. More importantly, fuck with J. Marie. Follow her on all her platforms. Dope stuff that she does. Dope content that she pushes out. So we're gonna take this break. We're gonna play some music. We're gonna come back, talk about your platform and how that all got started.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we'll be right back right here on Cloth Talk Pod.
Half bacon, got the finest out the plantation. Mommy twisted while she ass naked, watching Hulu. Laying back, positively too cool. Another episode we never owe. We got that new swagger, hurting feelings, got no type of sympathy. Ain't no jacking on my side. My shit is simply me. Until we shining, baby, prime time on NBC. Yo, I'ma get these commas, be your baby mama's MCE. Thinking about me while she playing slow jams. Wishing I was there so we can slow dance. Or give me top with no hands. She told me on the low that married life was slow, fam. Need me to turn them dry nights into an ocean. The fast life living, still we moving slow motion, baby, coasting. A player learn the game without no coaching, dig it? Been a problem, nigga, still ain't found the answer, baby. Gold bottle, sipping fancy, baby. James Todd Smith, nigga. Yeah. Ladies love me, say I'm too cool. Nigga, old school to new school. They all tell a nigga shoot through like James Todd Smith, nigga. Yeah. Be the man plus the myth, nigga. Been a myth, nigga. Guarantee they see the drip, nigga. Yeah. Every day is payday. 365 without no vacay. You think this shit for play? Nah. It's Money Mike without the perm, bitch. I'm no beginner. Don't be sorry, hope be careful. Where was your antennas? Walking with a mean bop. My mama swear I need Jesus. Pull up to the spot, sharper than the old player creases. And Shorty say she want it now. She don't care who sees us. Tear shit to pieces like in Belly and Tommy did the Keisha's. Wild for the night. Nigga living on the edge, yo. Hit the scene, they barely speak, but I can feel the stares though. Couple dollars never hit the fact these niggas weirdos. I'm styling on the ones with 20,000 in their earlobes. Crushing pink cookies in a plastic bag. I'm bad, nigga, rocking the bells. She know I'm doing it well. Hey lover, she said it's more than a crush. She under my spell, but I'm just lounging like I'm Uncle L. James Todd Smith, nigga. Yeah. me say I'm too cool. Nigga old school to new school. They all tell a nigga shoot through like James Todd Smith, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, we are back right here on Clock Talk Podcast. Did you like that record?
That's awesome. That was awesome.
See?
That was a dope track.
Yes, yeah. I listen to it every day in my car.
That is hilarious.
All right, we're back. Jamie Ree is here. So much to talk about. We're knocking them out. I'm proud of us.
We getting it done.
Yeah, we're halfway there. We're halfway there because I wrote a lot of shit down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we talked about the bossed up chick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those days are they're coming behind us. I think it's going to be a thing of the past pretty soon. So your platform is needed, and platforms like yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely why I wanted to have you on here. So, for you starting Heels and Hoops Entertainment, what was the whole idea behind that before we get into what it's all about and stuff? Like, how did you conceptualize that idea? It was all at OMS, wasn't it?
No, it was prior to that, actually.
Before that, doing the photography stuff?
Yeah.
Do you still have your camera, by the way?
I do. I do.
Canon?
It is a Canon. I think Canon Rebel T3.
Let's go!
Yep, I still got it.
Damn, my first camera was a Canon. Fucks with Canon.
My kids actually enjoy photography, so I'm thinking about pulling them along with me on the journey. My son is 7, but he's been taking
7.
phenomenal photos, and my daughter's 13, and she's
17,
dope with the editing. I'm like, hey, can you edit this for me?
That's tough.
She actually edited a video on my Instagram account. Yeah.
Get out of here.
I went to a selfie room when they first opened up in out there.
Selfie.
It's out in
Selfie room.
It's out with a T. What mall is out there?
Oh, Total
Total.
Crossing?
Yep. Total.
Crossing.
When they first opened up, they reached out to me and asked me to come be an influencer and create content there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, let me bring my daughter. This will be a dope opportunity for her. And she captured a lot of like background photos and videos for me and put it together. And I'm like, yo, this is fire.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah. Like, all right.
Tough.
Get you to start doing some stuff.
Hey now, what? Start a little side hustle.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Heels and Hoops Entertainment.
Yes.
I came up with that. So me, I'm a fashionista at its finest. So being from New York, our fashion is a little bit different. Niggas get dressed up just to go to the corner store.
Right. Well, give me a bogey real quick.
Yeah, literally, and get dressed up down to the 9. I promise you. And then I come here to Columbus, and everybody is just like, I'm gonna just throw on some slippers and call it a day with some pajama clothes, and I just be like,
Yeah, very different out
wow.
here. Very casual.
But I ended up getting a job in a corporate office, and it required us to get dressed up professionally. So every day I always came in with heels, and I've always rocked big hoops. Like that's just like a statement piece for me at this point. And I never recognized it. It's one of the things you don't recognize about yourself until one day this older gentleman, he was like, Heels and Hoops. And I looked at him, I was like, yo, I can do something with that name. And literally took off with it.
Dang. Yep. So somebody just randomly just says it to you.
Somebody randomly said it to me, yeah.
Damn.
He was like, you're always wearing heels and some hoops. And I was like, yo, I can really do something with this name. And at first I never knew what I was going to do with the name. I just knew I had a name.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't. I didn't have a vision for
it. It was just like, that's a dope name. And there's something there.
Yeah. I never knew what I was going to do with the name. I was holding on to it. And I had many ideas, but none of them was like, yeah, that's it. But yeah, that's how I came up with the name.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. So you have this name and you're pretty much sitting on it.
Yeah.
So now you're like, okay, I got to figure out what to do with this. Mm-hmm. And
that was a journey. That was definitely a journey within itself.
Yeah.
I had so many ideas, but as you continue working on yourself, as you continue growing, things start falling into place. And eventually I found the vision for it. So Heels and Hoops Entertainment is just an embodiment of me. It's me. So
Nice.
I literally educate, empower, and motivate people all the time.
Yeah.
So it started off with my healing journey. When I got out of my relationship, we went through a bad breakup, and I remember I already had a large following on Facebook, both of me and him.
Nice.
And people used to idolize us because we were together for so long, and we had a lot of like mutual family and friends. Yeah. And I remember always going to Facebook and venting on Facebook, and that's never good. Don't vent on Facebook.
Please stop doing that. Stop putting on.
That's never good.
Yeah.
And I noticed I was doing it, which led people to be in our business. So I'm like, damn, I need to find an outlet because obviously Facebook isn't it for me. Right. And I started journaling. So I'm like, I need to write this down. Like whatever it is, I got to release it. I didn't want to talk to my friends. I didn't want to talk to family because that's never healthy. If you have a confidant, somebody that you can talk to, somebody that can provide you great advice, absolutely go to them. But you don't talk to just family and friends because there's always a negative narrative that's always painted.
Because what's funny about that is like when you go to family and friends, they literally are going to take someone's side. Whoever fan, they're like, well, yeah, you right, girl. Fuck him. And it's just like, I need someone to be objective.
Oh my God, I tell my friends that all the time. If y'all see me with a problem and I come to you with a problem as my friend, don't agree with me. I tell them all the time, do not agree with me because now we both going to be on some bullshit. I need somebody to think logically here, and right now it ain't going to be. So you got to be the person.
Right. Because like we have a natural inclination just like to side with the person. Like, that's my bitch. So fuck him. Fuck like, no, I could have did something fucked up.
Yeah. And if I'm doing something fucked up, let me know.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so you're on Facebook venting and you realize like that's not the move.
It's not. So I started journaling. And then when I was journaling, I noticed it was more so negative thoughts that was coming out. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to look at it that way. So instead of writing it down in a negative, pessimistic way, let me figure out a way that I can learn from this, or better yet, teach other people what I've learned from this situation. And that I literally flipped it. So instead of writing negative things on Facebook, I started writing tips and advice based off of the challenges I encountered and what people can learn from that. Nice. And I literally I flipped it. It was like a switch to me. And I just started journaling. And one day my niece looked at it and she was like, yo, this is some real good stuff. She was like 16 at the time. And she was like, Jazz, I would read this. And I'm like, for real? Because I'm writing to myself. Like, that's what I was doing, writing to myself.
Just to get it out.
Yeah. And she was like, I would read this. And I'm like, for real? And she was like, yeah. And I just went with it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. So this whole Heels and Hoops entertainment thing was really a whole self-healing journey.
It is. Yeah, it was. Still is. It's still a process. Healing never stops. It's still a process.
I agree. I still, are figuring out things about, my past, my marriage, my dad died, all that stuff. That stuff still comes out in spurts. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
that came out.
But you're able to identify it, though.
Yes, and that's what therapy teaches you. It teaches you how to identify those things,
those traumas.
Yeah. Now I can spot my triggers. I'm like, yes, that's a trigger for me. Oh,
them triggers ain't no joke. Yes.
Man, oh man, talk about it. Okay, wow. I wanna, like I said, like before you got here, I was reading, some of your blogs and stuff like that, and so one of them, where can they get the blog? Go ahead and plug the blog if people wanna.
So I have a website called Heels and Hoops Entertainment. If you do follow me on Instagram, again, the link is in the bio to my website, to my YouTube, to all my platforms. But I got a website. You can even Google my name, Heels and Hoops Entertainment, and all that information is going to come up.
That's how I found it.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and Google that. Yeah, if y'all want to go ahead and check the blog out and follow
Definitely.
that. So you have this one blog here that I think is important, and I want you to expound on these. The 8 tips to becoming a confident woman.
Yes.
We're talking a lot about confidence here in this pod. I think that's probably gonna be the title of this pod, like something with the word confident in it. I'll figure it out by the time we wrap. Because I never know what the title of these episodes is going to be until like after, and I just like kind of figure them out through the conversation or whatever. So confidence seems like this theme there.
Okay.
So 8 tips to becoming a confident woman. Now, before putting these out, these were things in your journal, yes? Or was this like a little bit more deliberate, more like, okay, let me make this quick little thing? Was it a combination of both?
Definitely a combination of both.
Okay.
So my article, I have tons of articles. I only released 3 so far. I like to be intentional.
Stuff.
Yes, I have a lot of unpublished stuff.
I hate people who hold on to content.
I
Release
do.
that
So I'm gonna tell you why. So the thing is,
Damn
when you start off journaling is different than actually writing articles. It's a different style of writing. And I wanted to be intentional about the content that I'm putting out there. So I'm also a researcher. So everything that I put out there is not just based off of my thoughts. It's based off of other people's thoughts as well.
Gotcha.
And putting a combination of things together of what makes sense to me.
Okay, I got you now. So the stuff that's unreleased so far is more research based and a combination
The
of a lot
stuff that's
of
not
things.
out there yet is more thought-based. It's
More
me.
thought-based.
Yeah, it's my
Gotcha.
journals. But in order to process the article, I need to have more factual information
to support what you're saying.
Yes,
Got you.
absolutely.
Okay. All right. Get on it, goddammit. I want to read that shit.
I know, I have so much. The next article I plan on writing is the love languages. Yeah.
That's I took my test.
Did you? What is your love language?
God damn it.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna ask.
Fuck. This part will be edited out. I'll actually can pull them up. If I could find them in my email, because I kept the results. I can't rattle them off off the top. Nah, because this was because I took a minute ago this test. Oh, there it is. Love language profile results. All right, here we go. So my highest. Now, mind you. Stop looking. I see you. God damn it.
I'm trying to see from all the way over here.
He gonna lie.
Let me see.
So I want to preface.
Okay.
Damn it. For people who listening and watching, this was taken during time of early marriage.
You should definitely take it more than once.
Yes.
Sidebar.
So just bear that in mind. But I'm not sure if how much this would have changed today, but probably will. Probably a lot. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. but at the time, that's when this test happened. So my highest is acts of service.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Acts of service is my highest. My second highest was quality time. Mm-hmm. My third highest was words of affirmation. Second highest was physical touch. And my least one was receiving gifts.
Wow.
So acts of service, top is number 1. Quality time is second. Words of affirmations is third. Physical touch is fourth. And receiving gifts was last. Yeah, so those were my results.
So there's a book out there. The book is called The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. I had to look up the author before I almost say Dave Chappelle.
Right. Yep.
And that's a comedian, and that ain't gonna work. But
Dave Chappelle tell you what your love languages are.
right.
Oh shit.
Gary Chapman. It's an awesome book. So when I was in my relationship, encountering as we were transitioning in the relationship, I started to read that book. I'm a reader. I read books. I don't watch TV. So
TV barely come on.
yeah, no, I have tons of books. So I'm very big on
Nice.
self-development.
Nice.
So I have tons of books that I read. But that was one of the books that I've read. And I've learned so much, not only about myself, but about my significant other as well.
Yes. It helps you understand your other. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
it does. Because he used to get me gifts that wasn't thoughtful. It was like, you're getting these gifts because that's what you like, not because of what I like. And I was trying to figure out, like, what is that? What is that exactly? So going into it, I read the book and I'm like, damn. Back then, I'm not quite sure what my love language was, but now my love language is physical touch and quality time.
Those are your top.
Yeah, those are my top. I'm very big on that.
Yeah.
Now, when I read the book, I noticed that one of his love languages was words of affirmation. And to me at the time, it was stupid. Like, I had those aha moments in the relationships as well. Yeah. And I know he used to get mad at me because I didn't like thank him for doing the dishes or thank him for taking the trash out. And I used to get so annoyed because I'm like, you is grown as fuck. Like, why am I thanking you to do something you need to be doing? And I never understood. Like, it was so stupid to me. But once I realized, I'm like, oh, words of affirmation is one of his love languages. He needs that. And then I'm able to now understand you as an individual.
Yeah.
But you learn a lot about it. So yeah, that's one of the articles I want to write. But it's so in depth that it gets deep.
Yeah, you really can get it to like, so that's why I like that, and that's why I don't like that.
And then you have to look within too. Like, you have to take your time. So there is a test out there, and they ask you a series of questions to help you determine your love languages or what's higher than the other. But you have to go within to figure out, okay, do I really like this or do I like that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a process. It's really a process.
Yeah. What do you think, Jay? You think I should retake this?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let me know your results when you're done.
so this is what we'll do. I'll retake this and we'll have you back on the pod and we'll share my new results with everybody.
Yes. Absolutely.
Sound like a plan.
Go get the book, The 5 Love Languages. They even have some for children too.
Really?
The 5 Love Languages for children. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he has a whole series out there.
Damn, for kids, true.
Yeah.
That's powerful. That's pretty cool. Damn. Nice. All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll retake this. And next time we'll do another episode. And we'll share my new results with everybody.
By then I should have the article written up. So
do you have a projection date where you're going to release?
Nope. I ain't gonna do that to myself.
Hold yourself to a date you can't meet. I mean, you're like, the book out, right? The article out, right? You like, yeah, about that. Yeah. And you said it publicly on the pod too.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing that. I set myself up.
I love it.
Not at all.
Let's dive into these 8 tips to becoming a confident woman. The one that people can read. That's published right now.
Absolutely, it's out.
Yes. Okay. Number 1. I'm gonna read them all, and then we can kind of, I guess, hit them all. So number 1, don't compare. Number 2, get dressed. Number 3, knowledge is key. All them damn books in your house.
Yes. Knowledge is key.
Number 4, always be positive and kind. Very important. Mm-hmm. Number 5, have good posture. Mm-hmm. Underrated.
It is.
Very underrated.
It is.
Number 6, have good eye contact. Say what you mean and mean what you say, huh? Look at me. Tell me you mean it by looking at me. If you can't look me in my eye, you don't mean it. Mm-hmm. Number 7, going back to the BBL thing, exercise. You can lift that booty, girl.
You can.
You don't gotta go
do
get some injections. I don't want to do the squats now. Hey, I gotta do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that builds discipline.
It does.
Number 8, last one, smile. Mm-hmm. Also very underrated. Because there's this thing called the resting bitch face that apparently a lot of people have that don't even know they have it.
I have it. I ain't gonna lie.
You got the resting bitch face?
I do.
That's why people think you mean. Stuck up and shit. See? That's the Rochester in you, though.
It is.
I think it's something with East Coast people that we don't even know, like physically, that comes outward with us. That it's just like
it's there.
Yeah,
I try to be mindful and smile.
Like, then it's kind of cringy, like.
No,
it looks forceful.
I'm an energy person, so if I feel like you want some bullshit, then it just be like, nah, I ain't with it.
I ain't gonna be all friendly with you.
Yeah, hell no.
All right. So we got don't compare, get dressed, knowledge is key, always be positive and kind, have good posture, good eye contact, exercise, and smile. Mm-hmm. So let's run through them. So don't compare.
Don't compare.
Break that down for us.
Okay, so as women, instantly we look at another woman and the first thing is, it's like our insecurities start to come out, right? Like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
And it's like you can't compare yourself to somebody else and where they are in life. You are two totally different people. So sometimes you have to go within and embrace all your flaws. Whether it's tough. She got bigger ass than me, or she's skinnier than me, or whatever it is. Like the moment you start comparing, you lose. So yeah, that's where that came from.
Yeah, you're right. Because if I'm comparing, I look at you as a threat.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. Get dressed.
Get dressed. Ooh. Oh my God, I can't stress this out. I cannot. I had a friend. Not even. So I had a friend that, so don't get me wrong. Sometimes we have those moments where we're depressed, and depression is real, y'all. It is. What I say to that is take your time with yourself. Love on yourself. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, get dressed. Get out that bed. Brush your hair up. Brush that teeth. Wash your face. Do all of that. When you step out that house, make sure you're looking good. And now, I'm not saying dress to the nines. No, that means literally groom yourself. Get up and get dressed, because you will sit there in that mood, in that depression. So I had this friend who used to come out the house looking crazy. And I'm like, girl, come here, brush your hair up, like wash your face, like come on. We about to go to the grocery store. And she'll be like, no, I'm going like this. I'm like, all right. Now, I'm not one that's going to be like, if that's how you want to walk out the house, by all means, that's how you walking out the house. I'm going to try. I'm going to give it an attempt. But if not, then hey. And we went out one day. We went to the grocery store, just like a little quick run. And she ran into somebody that she did not want to run into. She was looking crazy. She was so embarrassed. Yeah, she was so embarrassed. Like I said, you don't have to dress up. Like, look presentable when you walk out the house at least. You know what I'm saying? Brush your hair up. So you brush your teeth.
Right. So
feel good about yourself.
So you see these girls out there when they go to the bonnets, they out there.
Yeah, no, that's raggedy. Y'all raggedy. I don't care. Y'all
I see so much of it.
So raggedy. I hate it.
Oh shit!
You gotta look presentable when you walk out the house,
even if you're making a quick run.
Yeah, especially when you're making a quick run, because you never know who you're running into.
Just like your friend,
you never know who you're running into. Even like on a grander scale, right? Let's say you're in the professional field, you might run into somebody who, let's say you were trying to get a job at a place, you might run into the owner and they looking at you like, I just seen them out there looking crazy.
Yeah.
And you're representing my brand or my business. No.
Yeah.
You out there acting a fool. You're representing my brand and my business. Like you can stop a lot of things. Literally. Yeah.
Just by getting dressed.
Yeah, that's why I'm mindful, especially like when I'm going out to the clubs and stuff like that. You never know who you run into in the clubs. You out there acting a plum fucking fool. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. You have to be mindful.
I like that. Knowledge is key.
Knowledge is key.
Get into them books. Read them articles.
Is key. I'm telling you, that wisdom is key. You learn so much, right? So what people, there was a point in time where I wanted to go to college. And then I realized, I'm like, when I went to Ohio Media School, that made me change my mindset. Because I'm like, okay, the cohorts are just here to teach you something that's already in a book. If the information is already out there, why am I going to college?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just started diving deep into the books. Like, no, that information's out there. You get it.
Yeah.
And you never know. You'll have a successful business.
Word.
There's books out there on everything. Somebody did it already.
Yeah.
Somebody did it already.
Don't reinvent the wheel. There's blueprints out there for you.
Already. And the dope thing about the knowledge is that you can sell it.
Boom. Well, air horn for that. Get your money up.
Yeah, you did the work already. You took the time out to do the research. You learned it. Now you can sell it. You can create courses. You can do all types of stuff with it. You can monetize it. So many things. So many things
like
you
you're
can
doing.
do. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind giving out free game.
I love it. I love it. That's what you're here for. I love it. Always be positive and kind. Self-explanatory, but
Yes, always be positive. Always be optimistic instead of pessimistic. Like when you have that negative, so what you focus on grows, right? I'm gonna use social media as an example.
Okay.
If you're on social media and all you're doing is looking at the negative comments or remarks, or you're looking up negative videos like fighting videos and all type of stuff, what's going to happen is Instagram and Facebook is going to filter that type of content back into your life. You see what I'm saying? But if you're looking at positive things or whatever else you're looking at that can impact you, it's going to filter that out to you. So I remember having a friend who always looked up fights and all types of stuff. And I'm like, I think she showed me a video and I'm like, oh, I don't see that type of stuff. And she's like, you don't? And I showed her my stream, like, nah, this is what I see. Life is what you make it, literally.
Yeah.
So when you're being positive, positive things happen. When you're being negative, negative things is going to continue to happen. So yeah.
I love that. Yeah, and that's synonymous too with like how we look at and what we consume. Also, the people you keep around you.
Absolutely.
Your circle.
Yeah.
Those things are signs, because like what you see, you're reinforcing that to you. And if you're hanging around that energy too, you're like, okay, yep, prison it is.
Life is what you make it. If you're around a whole bunch of negativity, the outcome is going to be negative.
Yeah.
All the time.
Definitely all the time. Love that. Good posture. Underrated as fuck. Have good posture. We talking sit up straight,
yes,
chin up high.
All of it.
All that.
All of that.
Cross the legs, huh? Don't be sitting like a dude like.
Yeah, no.
None of that.
That slouchy behavior gives you laziness.
Gives you laziness.
Yeah, you got to walk with your head up.
Yeah.
Got to walk with your head up. Stop looking down.
Yeah. When
Sit upright.
Yeah, when you first got here and we greet each other, you walking straight up, head up high, eye contact. I'm like, this a woman who knows she won in life. I'm like, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I intimidate a lot of people, men and women.
I like that though. I don't know, it's something about confidence that I'm not intimidated by it. It excites me. I'm like, yes. Because if I come across someone and they don't kind of see sure of themselves, they're kind of like unassuring it. And because I have a big open personality, and it could be a lot for some people. Like, damn, dude, like you don't hold shit back. You say what's on your mind. Your presence is what it is. So coming across the opposite energy of that, it's sometimes now I gotta feel like I gotta shrink myself, because now I don't want to feel like I'm intimidating you, and now resulting in me not being able to be fully who I am around you, because I don't want you to feel small. So now I'll be small with you. It's like, so
never
like,
dim your light.
Yeah,
never
right.
dim your light.
And that's what I learned to do. So like when I came across you and people like you, it was like, yes, another. Yeah, let's fucking go. You're like, I'm excited. You're like, let's go. I'm like, let's fucking go. Most people, they come here, they be like, what do I say? Or, I want to say the wrong thing. I'm like,
there's no such thing.
yeah, like just be you.
Yourself. Yeah.
Be yourself.
I think somebody on the live asked me that question before. It was like, hey, like I'm trying to get this girl. What should I do? And I'm like, be yourself. Just be yourself. They're gonna like you or they're not. Like,
yeah, and that's another thing that people gotta accept. I guess both men and women, but since men are the pursuers, you can't try to like shapeshift. You can't.
Because what's gonna happen is, because right now I'm going through a dating phase, right?
Look at you.
So,
how is
challenge.
that? It was awkward for me when I was coming out of the. I was like, oh my god, how do I date again? Like, how does this work?
That's a process. It's definitely a process.
It's very challenging.
I wrote about that, so that I plan on releasing as well.
Aha.
So I have so much content.
See?
Oh my god,
holding all this good
life, shit. But it's a process because I'm still going through it.
Yes.
I tell people all the time, my standards and my morals are extremely high. And every time I encounter a new person, that person sets the bar higher and higher and higher. So
I feel
my door is a revolving door.
I feel
Now, I
you.
have a lot of patience, but one thing I don't have is tolerance. I don't tolerate nothing. So my thing is, I've been on a numerous amount of dates,
Yeah.
but it's only one date.
God damn.
Yes.
Jesus. Why you say that, Jay? They done scared everybody away.
It's literally only been one date.
See, that confident woman shit. I can't manipulate her. I can't get over her. The woke, bossed up chick.
Yeah,
See?
no, not at all. You have to make it to the second date.
God damn.
You have to make it to the second date. And it's only like
Jesus. Why
one
you doing
person
this?
so far that has made it to the second date.
Okay.
Only one person.
Damn.
Yeah.
Out of numerous amounts of dates, though.
Yeah.
That's bad.
So the thing is, and it's because
Wait, are you being fair to these guys?
no.
See? I said, hold up. Because if you had these numerous rounds of dates, there's got to be something else.
No.
See?
No.
You shouldn't be fair.
No.
Jay!
What?
What the hell?
We're talking about my life here. Not at all. Not at all. So my thing is, I'm extremely deep, right? And I can get deep.
Me too.
So
I know what that's like, yeah.
I can foresee the future. So I see the red flags and I accept them for what they are. I accept you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I ask questions when I'm dating.
Yeah.
I'm not intrusive, not at all, but I ask certain questions to see what type of individual you are. And I only say that because when you first start dating people, everybody brings their representative. They don't bring their full self. So I have to see past that representative. And the only way to see past that representative is to get into your mind. Once I get into your mind and I'm asking you questions, based off of your response determines if I'm going to go on another date with you or not.
Damn. Oh, shit.
Yeah. You can't fool me with your representative. It doesn't work. No, not at all.
Oh. See, this is why
I see past that.
This is why men are intimidated by women by you. See,
It's fine.
I can't hit it with the okey doke.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Because it's funny because I had a conversation with somebody like this before. And if I'm being completely honest, right?
Yeah.
When you first go on a date, you're physically attracted to this person. You don't know this individual. So realistically, all you want to do is have sex. We all know that. In the forefront of your mind, you see them physically pleasing, so you want to have sex. But once you get past that, what is underneath that? Am I going to waste another fuck?
Look, we fucked, then we like, okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. Have I had fuck buddies? Absolutely. If I'm being completely honest.
We all have.
But I'm not your regular female. I'm a savage in real life. Like I'm a nigga at heart. So
Jesus.
my thing is, right? If you just want to fuck and I deem you as physically attractive, I'm going to fuck you, but I'm going to treat you as a fuck. We ain't going on dates. You're only coming over at night, and once we're done fucking, you got to go. Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm that type of woman.
Jay, that hurt.
If you want to be in a relationship, it's going to require more.
Oh, that hurt.
I'm just saying.
See, the male ego can handle that.
Well, that's your fault, not mine. You shouldn't come in there at like that. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you.
And it's funny because I've crushed a lot of men like that.
See, you broke so many hearts.
I have.
Stop!
That's
Why
their
are you
fault,
doing
not
that?
mine. It's their fault.
So
Don't go into a situation.
you're going out here damaging men. You see what you're doing?
No, they did it to themselves. Because my thing is, if this
No.
is how you want to go into the situation, cool. Two can play that game.
Damn.
I'm not getting attached.
God
I'm not doing
damn.
No.
Damn. That.
Yeah, so my world is crazy.
Fucking savage.
Yeah.
Jesus.
My world is crazy.
Okay, so to that point, we're going to finish the list. So let's say, okay, we play out a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You counter someone, and it's like, okay, so we just gonna be fucked, but nothing more.
Yeah.
Now, here's typically what happens.
Okay.
Down the line during the hook up and fucking, and Y'all getting y'all shit off is good. Normally one side starts to catch the feelings.
One side definitely catches.
And now one side wants more.
Yeah.
Do you give grace there?
No.
Fucking savage.
No.
Jay, you can't be like that.
Why not?
You sleeping with someone, there's going to be the emotional thing is going to grow and grow and grow the more we do this. Yeah?
No. I'm going to tell you why. The only way, because for me, the only way I can get emotionally attached is if I get to know you.
Got you. So, okay. I'm glad you said it. So, okay, great. So
if you're getting emotionally attached to me, you have some issues.
Because I'm not giving you all of that to be emotionally attached to
So
me.
one thing about me is
I love that.
I'm very private. So
Yeah.
I don't.
You know how to separate the two.
I do.
I can very well. I'm just having this for conversations, debate.
Yeah.
Because I move that same way, and I've heard a lot of people. Not intentionally. But go on.
So, but my thing is, right, I'm extremely private.
Yeah.
And I tell my friends all the time, like, especially when it comes to dating advice, I read a book on how to have a conversation with anybody. I forgot who it's by, but that's the name of the book. And it said that people love to talk about themselves. And once I got that, I'm like, oh, people love to talk about them. So get them to talk about themselves. So when I have conversation with people, that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm getting you to talk about yourself. So I'm asking you questions based off of however that conversation is going. I'm asking more questions off of that. So you're talking about yourself. So now you're in awe with me because you're like, oh, she genuinely is curious, which I am.
Yeah.
I'm getting to know you.
Yeah.
But if you're not reciprocating those questions back to me, I'm not giving you my answers.
Because now I know what you want.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, you're not trying to get to know me.
Right.
That's how I look at it. That's how I deem it as.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, I like that.
So when it comes to the fuckmanships, I'm not trying to get to know you. And you're not trying to get to know me. So how dare you say you like me?
Because if you wanted to know me in that way, you would have put in that effort.
Saying?
I agree 100% with this. I agree 100% with that.
I'm not your average chick. It doesn't work that way with me.
I love that. And I wish more women was like that.
And here I am.
Yeah, and that's what I said.
And
And that's what I said. Your platform and what you represent and what your message is needed, because I think a lot of people don't know how to separate them two.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of that, if you're dating or you're out there, you're doing what you do, you can get hemmed up.
Yeah.
You can fucking hurt yourself.
Absolutely.
Or in turn, you can hurt someone. Now, being on the other side, it's not like that you're intentionally trying to hurt these men, or
No,
I'm
not at all.
intentionally trying to hurt this woman. Because, hey, all right, you want to play those cards? Go ahead and shuffle a deck, baby. Shuffle that deck.
Who can play them games? They don't like when I play though. I'm cold-hearted. Yeah, I'm cold-hearted. But on the other side of that,
Jesus.
I'm a Cancer. That's my zodiac sign. So naturally, we have a shell. I wear my heart on my sleeve. My loyalty and my loyalty and my honesty is unmatched. So if I give myself to you in that way, I have to trust you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I don't trust you, I'm not giving myself to you. Not in that way, no. Yeah.
Woo-wee. That's tough. That's tough because men want to conquer. And it's like, when you can't conquer, it's like, fuck.
It's a challenge for sure.
Yeah. And
definitely
now,
a challenge.
and now that guy got to make a decision.
You better come hard or go home.
Yep. Because now you got to make a decision, playboy. Good. Fucking savage out here. Breaking the hearts. Jesus, Jay. God damn.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Not sorry.
sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hey, it's killed to be killed out here.
Yeah, I'm not for the weak.
Yeah. Hey, I love it. I have no problems with what you said or how you move. That because I move in the same way. Cause
You have to. You got to protect yourself.
Yeah, when you've been through enough shit, and you like I'm not going through that again. I done been there. Come on, man. Like that's why I'm so like just right from the jump. Boom. All right. 6, good eye contact.
Yes. Holding good eye contact.
Yeah.
It's funny because some people don't know how to hold a good eye contact.
Okay.
It's like an intimidation factor, right? So I use all my friends as an example. They are hilarious. They come to me for advice for everything. It's so funny. But the thing about me is I get in people's minds. They don't expect it. So that's how I capture people. I play mind games all the time.
It's fun for you.
It's checkers. I mean, it's chess, not checkers.
You out here playing chess.
But
Yeah.
eye contact is one of the things. So I have this look that I have, especially when I'm having a conversation with somebody. Like, I have to look you in the eye because for me, it tells me a lot about your character, right? And it shows a sign of weakness if you're unable to hold good eye contact.
So if the head goes down.
Yeah, you start looking away like you can't hold a good eye contact with me. I'm seeing weakness inside of you. Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with that. And now that went back to the whole intimidation thing.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like I'm intimidating you. Fuck. Like, oh God.
It doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Good eye contact.
Yeah.
Underrated. Very underrated.
Absolutely.
BBL.
Here we
Number
go.
7. Exercise.
Yeah.
Exercise. Go ahead and expound on that. Why is exercise important to becoming a confident woman?
So a healthy lifestyle. Exercising is key. It definitely create that discipline that you need. If you get up and exercise daily, you can get more things accomplished just by starting off and exercising.
I agree 100%.
And then who knows, you'll have that ideal body that you really want for real.
Yeah.
That forms your shape.
Right. You ain't got to go to Dr. Miami.
No, you don't. Definitely creating a healthier lifestyle. It's important. And the crazy thing about it is you don't have to work out for like 2-3 hours a day.
Yeah, I think that's a misconception. People
It
think I
is.
gotta be at the gym for that long. Like, you can do a quick 30-minute, 45.
Listen, bust out 20 squats, do some hip rolls and something else, and that's it for the day. Just if you're consistent with that, you will get the body that you want.
Yep.
Your body will form back into its natural state. That's the dopest thing about our body. It literally goes back to its natural state.
Yep.
You just got to work on it.
Yep. And the good thing too, like with that, what I find, especially like with women, a lot of women are intimidated by the gym atmosphere.
Yeah.
It could be a lot.
I can see that.
Because I go to the gym religiously. I go every morning. I go every day. And like, because I've been working out since like fucking high school. So I played football in high school and shit. So like you can spot newbies. And you can like just see the intimidation on them. So, but with that, like, you don't have to go to these gyms. You can do home workouts.
Yes.
You can get your little yoga mat, push that coffee table aside, make some space in your living room or whatever extra room you got. Get you little dumbbells, a band, and
bust them out at home real quick.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can use shit around your house up. You can use a chair, do some squats. You can use your sofa to stick your feet under to do some crunches. Like, you get creative.
Listen, there's YouTube videos out there. You can even
home
just
workouts.
dance.
Yeah.
Dancing is another form. Because the thought of actually working out be like mentally draining.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
used to put on like a little music video and you can literally like dance.
Yeah. That's
That'll
workout
get you
too.
back right.
Zumba classes, yoga, all that shit. That's all forms of workout. Because
Yeah.
it ain't all just like, oh, let me go in there, just lift the gym. It's like, oh, you can dance, yoga, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, and last is number 8 for tips to becoming a confident woman. Smile.
Yes. Smile.
Show them pearly whites, huh?
Absolutely. Smiling
Smile.
is imperative. You never know what you can do for somebody just by smiling for them. You can brighten up their day just by smiling.
Yeah. Nice little smile.
You wanna look happy, not mean and angry all the time.
Get rid of the resting bitch face, which you try to work
Listen.
on daily.
I do. When I was in my relationship, I never realized I had that face all the time. And the main thing I used to hear all the time is people would walk by and be like, smile, you got such a pretty smile. Just smile. And I just look at them like, if you don't get out my face, I'm about to punch you in yours. Watch out. But I've learned that it's important to smile.
Very much so.
The way I look at life is happiness is a state of mind. Can't nobody make you happy. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, of course, it's a book that I've read called Happiness is the Way. I forgot who the author is.
Mm-hmm.
But it was explaining that, like, happiness is who you are. Can't nobody make you happy. It's a mind state.
Yeah.
If you wake up happy, you will be happy.
Yep.
If you wake up mad, you can find every fucking excuse to be mad.
Yeah.
Like, so,
yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I love that. Yep. On that note, because like you have to find that that happiness for yourself.
Absolutely.
Because if you're out there looking for people, things, materialistic things to fulfill you and make you happy, you'll never get it.
You know what that's
you'll never
called?
Get that. Filling a void.
Codependency.
Codependency. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Being codependent.
Yep.
Get rid of that.
Get rid of it.
Being codependent. Yeah, because, ooh, that's heavy. God damn, Jay. We can get into some shit. Yo, that codependency shit is dangerous.
Yep, I read a book called Codependency No More. Yeah.
Because if I need you to feel a certain way, I am going to hold on to you for dear life and not let you go.
Mm-hmm. I'm dependent on you to make me happy. Yep.
It's crazy because like after I went through therapy and all that stuff, I told a woman that before. I said, you can't make me happy, and she took that like. And I said, it's not your job to make me happy. Mm-hmm. And she felt like it hurt her. Because she like, but I was like, no, you're not. Listen to me. And I'm trying to tell her because I could see that she was trying to do all this flying through hoops and chandelier shit, like overextending herself. I'm like, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Stop doing all that shit. Because number one, I'm not asking you to do all that shit. But I just want to make you listen. Come sit down. Sit down, boo boo.
Poor baby. Come on, just
and that's like going back to that thing. Like sometimes you gotta not have to hurt people's feelings, but you gotta tell them, I'm trying to save you. Like I can let you do all this goofy shit, and receive all that wonderful stuff. And if this ends, now what? I'll let you do all that, and I knew damn well I should have just like stopped you, but I didn't. Yeah. So yeah, that happiness you gotta have that for yourself. Now, if you meet someone and they come along and they compliment that or they add to that, wonderful.
Absolutely.
But I shouldn't be like, where's such and such.
You're the reason why I'm unhappy.
Yeah, like God damn, get out of that.
Yeah, I had a man ask me one time. He was like, Jazz, what can a man do to make you happy? And I'm like, nothing. He's like, no, there's something, like whether that's buying you flowers, nothing you can do.
Yeah,
that'll make me happy.
Yeah, like that's great and all, but that comes from me. Like
that comes from within.
Yeah, nice. All right, so I think we hit all the topic points on here, Jay.
Yay!
we made it through. So I got a couple of this or that's for you.
Okay.
Then we're going to play guest to guest quest bowl. And we'll get you up out of here because you're a busy woman.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
No, thank you. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. This is, like I said, this is exactly the conversation that I wanted to have for so long. So you were the perfect guest for this.
I'm glad I was able to do it for you.
Hey, me too, man. This has been dope. I thoroughly enjoyed this. All right. This or that's. So you got to pick one or the other.
Okay.
You ready?
No. Because I play this all the time, but I'll be doing too much. So go ahead.
These are some light ones, softball ones.
Okay, go ahead.
They're not too crazy. I don't think so. Pretty cool ones.
Okay.
All right, this or that. Dream car and dream house. So together, dream car and dream house, or dream man. Got that ass on the first one. Let's go. While she's pondering, if you're enjoying the episode so far, with Jamie Marie here, be sure to go check out all the wonderful things she's got going on, all the exclusive articles that are soon to be released. And I will be retaking my love language test and sharing it with you guys. Subscribe, follow, like, share, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. Okay,
Dream car and dream house together or dream man? What you thinking? Look at that mind working. I
would
love
say a dream man.
Your dream man?
Yeah.
Over a dream house and dream car together?
Yeah.
So you want to rethink that?
No, I would
Dream
rather
man.
have my dream man over my dream car and dream house. Materialistic is nothing. You'll be lonely. I'd rather have somebody I can share it with. Yeah.
Dream man.
Yeah, my dream man. I'd rather have a dream man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. $3,000 a month for 10 years straight. $3,000 a month for 10 years straight. Or lump sum of $3.5 million right there. $3,000 a month for 10 years.
Damn.
Or a lump sum of $3.5 million. While she's pondering another plug. If you're in Philly and you need some food, check out my man Joe. Joe's Catering. Everything fresh made, fresh to order. If you need some meal prep plans, go ahead and tap in for my Philly listeners. Want to shout out anybody in Rochester?
Nope.
Okay. Will you be visiting Rochester soon?
Nope.
God damn it, you fucking savage. Done turned your back on your homeland.
They be all right.
This loyal motherfucker. Oh, shit. You really... It's fucked up. That's how I kind of feel about Philly sometimes. So I understand. I understand your plight. $3,000 a month for 10 years straight or a lump sum for 3.5. That's a tough one. That's tough.
It is. But truth be told, I think I'd rather take the lump sum because it'll be easier for me to invest.
Interesting. Going with the lump sum of 3.5.
Yeah.
Over 3,000 a month for 10 years straight.
Yeah.
So your plan is I'll take this 3.5. Let's go ahead and invest this.
And flip it.
So that 3.5 turns into 4.5, 5.5, 6. So you just keep going. Smart. I like that. Not built for the weak, are you? Huh? Yeah. I love it. All right. There's another one for you. Delete all social media platforms or delete all your streaming apps. This is the Netflix, the Hulus, the HBO Maxes, the Stars, all of them.
That's easy. I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
I'll delete the streaming apps.
Delete all the streaming apps. No
Yeah,
Netflix, no none of that.
I don't watch TV.
You can't miss out on Issa Rae. You need that.
Who?
Damn. Her name is J. Marie, everybody.
That's me.
God damn. I see why you hurt people's feelings. Jesus Christ. Come again, who?
No, I'm playing. She's a dope actor. I don't watch TV.
All right.
Oh, that bite me in the butt. You never know. I'm telling you. I thought my fame was up there now. Shit. Like, remember on Clock Talk when you said, who is Issa Rae?
Yeah.
I was just kidding, y'all. I was just kidding.
Right. It was all jokes. Where do I sign?
Kidding.
Haven't you guys heard about jokes before? Get her out of here. All right, here we go. Got another one for you. This or that. Man who shares access with you to his phones and everything. You have open access to them. But the caveat is he's a cheap fella. Cheap man. or a man who's a provider, but is very secretive. Everything you need, providing everything you need. Pretty much your dream man, but secretive. You don't get to know nothing about his personal things, where he's
I don't
gone.
know. That's a little tough because
I know.
I don't want the cheap guy, and I don't want to go through your phone. Truth be told, I definitely want the provider, but I don't want you to be
secretive.
I don't know. So I don't mind being secretive. It depends. It depends on what we're being secretive about.
Everything. So you won't know who he's talking to.
Because I don't want to. I mean, I can care less.
You don't know where he's going when he leaves. The only thing you know, he provides.
See, no,
gives you everything you need. That's it. You don't know shit else.
So the thing is, there's certain boundaries.
It can't be all like that.
Yeah, nah. Like, I don't mind not going through your phone. I don't give a fuck. But don't leave the house and not tell me where you go. I got to know where my man is at least. Shit.
Can I get that?
Yeah.
So where you going?
You ain't going to... No, I can't know where you going? Like, that's fucked up.
Everything provided. Why you asking me questions?
No, that ain't cool. That one ain't cool.
What you asked me questions for, Jay? You got everything here. Oh, I'll be back.
No, I feel like I shouldn't even have to ask you. You got to tell me. I shouldn't have to ask you at all. You should be telling me. Hey, babe, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the store. All right, cool. Nah, I'm not nosy like that, though. I can care less what you do, what you got going on.
So you going with the provider? With the secret life?
Because I'm going to have one, too.
Damn! Stop! Why you gotta be like that?
All right.
You always do this tit for tat shit. Damn.
Okay.
Jesus. God.
I'm going to just see if you like it.
He not.
Well.
The male ego is very fragile.
Well, don't fuck with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play
Tell
with
me
it.
where you going.
See, I know how to get things out of people without getting things out of people.
Very nice skill you have, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Would you say you've mastered it? Or
Absolutely.
You've mastered it. Mm-hmm. You at mastery level with this shit.
Yes.
Does it take you long? Does it?
No.
So you can.
So the thing is, right?
Very interesting. Did these books teach you this?
No. No.
Self-taught these things.
Yeah. So
Very
I study
nice.
people. I study people all the time.
Looking into that.
I'm into psychology.
I study psychology.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
really
my degree
into
in psychology. Yeah.
So the thing that I've learned, especially with dating, I've encountered a lot of guys that play games.
Yeah.
So I know how to play those games too.
The whole time they think they got you, like you don't even know.
Like I know what you're doing. Like I know exactly what you're doing. So I play along. I play along.
He'll play along. Let him think he got you, and
Yeah.
you flip that script,
And flip it.
and that's when the hurt comes.
Yep.
That bitch, fuck that bitch. God damn.
Yeah.
For
I studied it.
you studied it.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know what you're doing. You can't get that off on me. So, and it's funny because my best friend had a conversation with a guy before, right? I'm going to bring the story up. She going to laugh. But she met a guy off Facebook, the Facebook dating shit. I don't do dating apps because to me, it's 50-50. Like some of it is looks, but most of it is your personality. Like what type of personality you have.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that extremely fine ass man, because even the fine ass men have some shitty ass personalities. Like, so it's hard for me with dating apps. Like I have to actually get in front of you, like get to know you, your personality. If your personality is fire, we can rock.
Yeah, we good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right. It is hard to gauge.
Yeah, it's hard for me. So anywho,
Yeah.
she found somebody on Facebook dating app, and they were talking. They were on the phone. They were having a conversation. And she was like, girl, why this man, he a Muslim, she loves Muslims.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
she was like, he's Muslim, and he was talking to me about cleanliness. And he was telling me that I need to read a book about cleanliness and da-da-da. And I just looked at her and I'm like, he's trying to manipulate you. And then she was like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, he's trying to manipulate you. I read people for the filth they are, I promise you. So she was like, how? I said, because naturally as a woman, what we're going to do is try and satisfy them. So what he's doing is giving you tidbits so you can be able to be this person that he desire. And she was like, yo, that's crazy. I never realized that. I said, exactly. So then she he tells her like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out to eat and we're gonna go back to your house. Now remind you, me and my best friends is roommates. Oh, okay. And I have kids. She don't have kids. And one thing about me is I don't bring men to my house. I have a 13-year-old daughter. My kids don't see other guys that I deal with. That's not a thing. The only way my kids is going to be the man is unless this is going to be my man. And we have to be talking for quite some time before I introduce you to my kids.
Respect.
Now, if my kids is not at home, I might bring somebody that I'm fucking with over. I might, depending on how I feel.
Slide through real quick. Got some time before I gotta go get the kiddos.
But we don't play that. We're grown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bringing no man to my house. So she's like, no, you ain't coming to my house. No, that's just off of her. That ain't got shit to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of women we are. But she was like, no, you ain't coming to my house. Like, you ain't going to take me out to eat and then bring me back to my house. Like, it don't work like that. So I'm like, he ain't offered you to go to his house? And she was like, no. I was like, best friend, I don't think he got a house. I mean, truth be told.
Please don't say that.
It's true. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a man that has his own stuff is very confident. He wants you to come to his house. He don't want to go to your house.
Yeah.
You see how that works?
Yeah. Damn.
Exactly. Listen, I can do laps around people.
Damn. Yo, fuck. God damn.
Yes, because a man is naturally a provider. He wants you to come over.
Yeah, like, come over to my spot.
Yes,
hang out.
Exactly.
If he's avoiding that, this motherfucker ain't shit.
There's a red flag there.
There's something there.
So she was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, ask him. Do he live with somebody or something? She was like, okay. So she had me text the man.
She was scared too.
Yeah. So I texted him, was like, hey, like, do you live by yourself or is somebody living with you? And he was like, I'm gonna call you and we can talk about it, right? He calls her and she's like, he started expressing how he's homeless. Yeah, he's homeless.
Damn.
And the kicker is he's a barber, which means you get money as a barber. You know what I'm saying? He looking fly as hell on Facebook.
Dang.
So I'm like, all right, best friend, ask him how long he's been homeless, though.
How long?
So she asked him, and he was like, well, I've been homeless for 6 months. So I looked at her, and I'm like, best friend, 6 months is a long time. And he's only telling you 6 months. He's been homeless longer than 6 months.
Damn.
You see how I read people? So I ask these kind of questions for a reason, to gauge what type of person I'm dealing with.
You really
That's why people don't
shit.
go to the next date with me.
It's like, how quickly can I disqualify you?
And the crazy part about it is I don't tell you what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you questions. Like,
and it comes off like, she's really inquisitive.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to figure some shit out.
See how much of a shit you ain't.
Yeah. So I told her, and I'm like, best friend, I don't think this is a good idea. And she was like, yo, the crazy part about it is his birthday's in a couple of days. And he told me that he rented out a suite. An Airbnb suite or whatever, and now he gonna be charging niggas $10 to come in and $15 if they want plates and all this other stuff. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, best friend, all right, you got two options here. The first option is you can continue fucking with this man, but I want you to know that when you're fucking with this man, you're gonna get emotionally attached, right? And if you get emotionally attached, after a while, you're gonna be disappointed with things that you already knew. Or you can just cut it off and call it quits. Yes. Because right now it's just showing me that, one, you're not responsible. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're irresponsible.
Yeah.
You don't even have a house. And then you use, I guess he had felonies or whatever that was. And I'm like, and you're using your felonies as a cripple. Like, no, I know niggas with felonies that's in Polaris. Get out of here. Like, that ain't it. So these questions help me gauge what type of person you are.
Damn.
You're not responsible enough. You're actually irresponsible. But
wow.
Yeah.
You really mastered this. Not for the weak.
No, not at all.
Man, oh man.
You can't get nothing over on me. I know it.
You need it. You gotta save these women, huh?
I'm trying.
You gotta save them from themselves.
I'm trying.
Jesus Christ.
It's my goal.
All right, and some of my fellas may be like, "Yo, chill! Like, don't help her promote that. She giving away the secret. We can't manipulate them if she giving out the game."
Yeah, they're gonna be mad at you for sure.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But it's
Fight
okay.
me.
It was already a movement that I started.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't like when, and that's the thing, the divide. Like we talking about, like how men and women are at war. They don't like when it's like, so you agree with what she's saying? Yeah. Well, so how you go to say that if I, my guy, come on.
Yeah.
And vice versa, women pull slick shit too.
Yeah,
and
they
it
do.
take men for like another, like, yo, no, like, gotta be work both ways.
Absolutely.
Like, goddamn, you mastered that shit.
Yeah, I ain't no joke.
One fucking date. Jesus.
Yeah, you gotta make it to the second date.
So do you delete all contact after that first date?
Okay, let me tell you how much of a savage
How does
I am.
the cleansing process go?
I just stop responding.
God, that's worse.
And my red receipts are on. Yeah, I'm terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I tried, fellas. Like, I don't know what else to.
Yeah,
Oh, see,
it's terrible.
it is breaking these hearts.
Yeah.
That's the worst for a guy like you talking to yourself, bro. Hey, good morning,
Well,
beautiful.
at least I didn't block you.
But now you're giving the man hopes that there's something that you like. It's not. You just talking to yourself at this point, bro.
I ain't giving you hope.
Block him.
Nah, I like.
Because if he keeps seeing this shit, so she read it. So
That's your fault. You keep
still,
doing it.
I'm still in there.
Yeah, nah. I ain't respond to the first 3 messages. You ain't get the memo.
So, God damn. All right. So okay. Obviously, all women are different. So, give some of my male listeners who probably listen. So, let's say, because this is a good game we can learn.
Okay.
So let's say a man, talking to a chick, we'll just take your philosophy. Go on one date, and he hits her up the next day. No response.
Okay.
How many non-responses should he get the hint? Like, okay.
The first one.
The first non-response?
Yeah.
What if she's busy? You're a busy woman. Kids, you doing all that. So he's probably, okay, she's probably busy. Probably, she'll probably get back to me. The first one?
Yes.
God damn.
Yes.
Is there a time frame you allow? A day, couple hours? Like if she don't respond right immediately to the text?
So you have to use.
Gotta be some grace somewhere. God damn.
So the way I look at it is.
If she ain't responding in a amount of time, like you should, like that's the hint, bro.
No, not in a certain amount of like within that day.
So she hasn't responded in that same day that message was sent. Move on.
Yeah. So, cause just like you said, people are busy. So I give people chances, right? And what I mean by that is if I hit you up and I notice you ain't respond to me within the first 30 minutes, hour, or a couple of hours, I don't trip about that because I know I'm busy.
Okay.
So I'm mindful of that.
Right.
But I'm not clingy neither. I'm not going to be sending back to back to back messages trying to figure out what you got going on. The way I look at it is if I reach out to you and you don't reach out to me, the first thought is, oh, he's busy. He'll get back to me when he's done. Mm-hmm. And if he don't get back to me at all, we're done.
Damn. God.
There's nothing else to talk about.
Damn. Jesus.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the savagery because I moved the same way. It is terrible, but I got it. My time is valuable.
Yeah.
Time is valuable.
And don't nobody like anybody that's clingy. I like affection, but clingy, no.
Yeah, clingy is a big red flag for me.
Yeah, I had this one guy. I cut him off because of this. I had this one guy. He texted me. He was like, "Hey, can you talk? Or is you busy?" And I was like, No. He said, "Hey, what you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm about to take a shower. After I take the shower, I'm about to go to this business meeting."
Nice.
And then he was like, "Can you talk?"
I just told you what I'm about to do.
Okay, you understand it, right? Perfect. I had this conversation with so many people, and they was like, "Why didn't you just tell me you was busy?"
I just
I
told
did.
you what I was about to do.
Did that sound like I can talk?
Right, like,
So he blew me up. And I'm just looking at my phone like, I just told you what I was about to do. I literally cut him off after that. Yeah, I stopped responding completely after that.
chill. Your cutoff game is
crazy.
It's
crazy.
It's
Yeah,
masterful. It's a teacher class
I
also.
told you I was busy. Why are you blowing me up?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I just told you I was what's about to happen to you still. Okay, dummy.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
Damn. God damn.
Yeah.
All right, so going back to the man who shares access with everything, he's open about his life and all that, but it's cheap. You're going with the provider who is secretive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the provider who's secretive.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right, this is the last this or that. Then we'll do guest to guest quest bowl.
Yeah, I ain't doing struggle love.
No struggle love?
No,
Struggle love
hell
for you? Pull your man up from the bootstraps. Come on.
That's funny because somebody at work asked me that. It's like, would you date an average man that's a plumber and he's fine with being a plumber? And I'm like, no.
Plumbers make good money though.
So, but check this out.
They make great money.
I hear you.
That plumbing job, that
So-
plumbing career, they bring us some money.
The biggest thing with people is finances, right?
Yeah.
To me, I don't
Seems like
pay
there's a
attention.
big, like I don't know. I think that's probably just like American society and culture. Like we focus so much on like how much does the person bring? How much do they?
Yeah.
Like you're really naive in thinking in that sense. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm not big on finances.
Pocket watching.
I'm big on how you manage your finances.
You
see what I'm
Let's go. So much
Yeah.
game tonight.
I don't care how much money you make, but I do care if you become stagnant. So if you're a plumber and you're okay with making, let's say, $50,000 a year, I'm not okay with that. No, you're comfortable. I want businesses. You see?
Yeah.
You can be okay for somebody else. You're not gonna be okay for me.
You want to see
Yeah,
a plan
I
of
wanna see
growth.
growth. Yeah,
Yeah, like-
I can't tolerate somebody who's complacent. No.
So
I'm
for
sorry.
you, a first date question was like, okay, so you're a plumber. So what's your plan with that? And if he says, well, I'm cool with just being a plumber, you can be like, all right.
Yeah, no. That
No
ain't
second
gonna
date for
work.
you.
No, that ain't working. Yeah, out of here.
I get it now. Oh man, that ain't gonna just cut it. Just being okay with just being a
Not at all.
plumber.
No.
Okay, now let's say if he is the plumber and he does say, okay, yeah, I do want to eventually venture into this or eventually have my own plumbing company. And then
Yes.
that's what you want to hear.
There
Like-
we go. Yes.
Now we getting it.
Yes.
You see, fellas?
Now I'm intrigued. Yes.
Okay, possible second date. Let's see where this goes. Let me keep asking you some questions. Okay.
Absolutely.
You good
Yes.
green flag on that one. Like that's what I want to hear. Nice. I love it. And it could be and apply for men as well. I like that.
Yeah.
Because there's this whole thing too, like with like men having standards. That kind of like ruffles feathers for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
All right, here's the last this or that for you.
Okay.
Last one. This is a scenario. If you was in a situation where it's arranged marriage. Now listen.
Okay.
So you get to pick out of these two people to who you think could best pick the best man for you. An arranged marriage situation. Have your bestie pick your husband or your mom pick your husband?
Oh, my bestie, hands down. Hands down, my best friend. Yeah.
You think she know with the perfect man?
Oh,
for you?
she knows.
You'll feel confident she can get that
Yeah,
guy.
Absolutely.
You would trust her with the arranged marriage thing if it
Yes.
came to that.
Hands down, my best friend.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Should we do guest to guest quest bowl? Ready to draw some random questions out of that bowl?
Sure. Sure.
All right, let's Can you reach it? Well,
I got
let's
it.
see.
No, I
You
got it.
All right. All right. So for those who aren't watching on YouTube, we're about to play Guess to Guess Quest Bowl with J. Marie. I'm gonna try to do a play-by-play for y'all. So right now, Jay has the bowl. She's shuffling. Don't look. You look. I see you.
I
See?
knew you was gonna do that. I mean, I gotta make sure.
So she's
I
shuffling.
don't mind answering these questions. Okay.
So she's looking. She's
Let's
picking
do this
one.
one.
All right. So she got one. Read out loud and answer honestly.
Where is somewhere that you would go if money was no object? A nature park.
A nature park.
Yeah.
Ah.
I love nature parks. So fun fact,
Yes.
Columbus, Ohio has 19 metro parks, and
did
they're
not know
all
that.
connected with trails. And there's like a good 3 to 4 trails at each park.
Get out of here.
And from time to time, I actually like going through the park and
Do
walking
you?
the nature trails. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I love nature. I love being outside.
Nice.
I was one of them kids that always played outside.
Was you a tomboy?
Yes.
Rough
I
house with the
was.
boys and shit, climbing trees and shit.
Beating their asses up. Yep.
Nice. Okay. Nice little fun fact about J. Marie.
Okay.
Nature lover.
I'll
All
pull
right.
another
She got
one.
another question here. Oh, about to look at that face. If y'all could have seen that.
It said PlayStation or Xbox and why? Neither. I
Oh.
don't play games.
You're not a gamer. Don't play with the
No,
games.
I don't.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm not a gamer, unfortunately. However,
Yes.
I went on a date the other day with this guy, and he took me to Sandbox. Have you ever heard of Sandbox?
I've heard, never been.
It is pretty fun and scary at the same time. He took me to kill zombies. I'm not a fan of zombies. However, I got the most kills.
Oh shit, did you? Let's fucking go.
That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun, though.
See?
That's definitely a date that y'all people should take.
Nice. Nice.
That was pretty fun.
Nice. All right, another
right.
question.
What drives your passion?
Very nice. Good question.
Sharing my wisdom. I think a lot of females need to hear it. So
I agree.
I'm very big on healing
Yes.
and changing the narrative a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes. Yes.
I'm passionate about that for sure.
I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more.
You want to do one more? All right, go for it. She's going for one more.
Okay. Peanuts or cashews? I'm gonna go with peanuts.
Peanuts over the cashews.
Yeah, peanuts.
Ah,
Definitely peanuts.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There y'all have it. Guess Quest Bowl with J. Marie, everybody. So
Yay.
when this shuts off, so now you're gonna add some random questions in there for future guests.
Yes.
Also, if you're a listener, listeners, you can submit random questions as well. So same email that my artists would send music to, that is clothtalk5@gmail.com. Once again, clothtalk5@gmail.com. Final question, and we'll wrap this up.
Okay.
What is, and I think we kind of hinted on it a little bit in the beginning, the first half, but we'll ask it anyway. What is the biggest misconception about J. Marie?
Oh, that's a good question. The biggest misconception about me. I'm stuck up. I would like to say that one.
That you're stuck up.
Yeah,
A lot of people think you're stuck up.
absolutely.
Ah,
Yeah.
which is not the case.
No.
Could it be
Not at
truth to
all.
that?
No. Not one bit.
Because what you put out, people take that in. It's like, if enough people probably saying it, it may be a little truth there.
No, I don't think so.
You're not stuck up, but that would be people will assume that you're stuck up. That's the
Yeah.
biggest misconception about you is that you're stuck up.
Yeah, because so for me, I I'm shy. I'm an introvert. So like when I go out to places, this is something that I'm actually working on though.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to change that narrative.
All right.
But if I don't know you, I don't engage in conversation.
Oh.
So I will usually like sit in the corner, cool. But if I know you, it's more personable. So I find I have a hard time being personable with people that I really don't know. Like it's hard for me to get a connection sometimes.
I see. I see. Because you're more off to yourself, reserved. Got it. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I was so open and forthcoming. Like I used to be that way, but I got out of that shit.
Yeah, some people know how to get it out of me. Like if I'm in a social setting, if they come up to me and they engage, like then it's something totally different. But
you're not going to volunteer yourself.
Yeah, I ain't going out my way
Hey,
to do
everybody!
it, you know. But I'm working on it.
Trying to get better at it.
I am.
That was your biggest misconception is that you're stuck up, but you're not.
Yeah,
it may
no,
come off
far
as
from
it,
it.
but it's not. Very nice.
I'm really down to earth.
Yes, I would conclude. I would agree with that. Judging by this conversation, this whole thing, very down to earth, very welcoming. All of that is not true. You're definitely not stuck up, unless you choose to be. That could be a choice. You know,
that is hilarious.
Before we wrap, anything that you want to share with people who are listening? Anything you want them to know about you? Know what you got coming? What's going on? Anything that we haven't covered that you want us to hit on before we wrap this up? Because we got time. I done ran through all my shit. We whatever. We can go wherever you want to go. Anything that you want to touch on?
I definitely have some projects that I plan on releasing this year.
Nice.
So the first project well, I'm not going to say in order of which project I want to release first because some are hideous more than other.
Yep.
But I'm coming up with the Heels and Hoops Entertainment University.
Let's go. They waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
boy,
plan on
oh,
putting
boy.
something together.
Sounds like it's going to be membership based.
It is. I'm definitely planning on putting a course together.
Nice. Nice.
And my goal is to y'all gonna hate me.
Oh.
But I plan on teaching the woman the game.
Podcast over.
Yeah, I plan on teaching the women the game. How not to get ran over. Okay.
So the same thing you mastered, they're gonna master the same thing.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Put my baby girls onto the game.
God damn.
Teaching them.
It's needed.
Yeah.
Because if I had a daughter, I would want someone. I don't want my daughter getting taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't have kids or children, whatever. But if I had, especially a girl, a daughter, I'm a guy. I know how dudes are. We're fucking ruthless.
Absolutely.
Man.
Yep. So I'm teaching them the game.
Oh, why? Damn. Just want the cookie.
He really don't care, y'all. He just saying it for y'all.
Yeah, I'm speaking for my fellas out there. Like, cause I support this. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. But I understand the frustration. If this was me years ago, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But I'm like I said, you go through therapy, you figure out some shit, you become reformed, you like, that is needed.
Yeah.
That is needed. Yes, know your worth. Be confident.
Absolutely.
So I am frustrated for my brothers out there who, y'all running game. But the more these women becoming enlightened, they waking up, they ain't doing all that traditional old shit, washing clothes out the tub and shit.
Yeah.
Those days are over. I'm sorry. And I embrace it. I don't fight it. I embrace it. I think it's a beautiful thing, honestly, because for me, I don't want women to feel like they have to be that to get a man or to keep a man happy or any of those things. Like, I want a woman to be your true authentic self.
Absolutely.
Be an individual as you is, and I can accept you as your individual. I'm not trying to change you. I don't want you to stop doing shit. The same person who I met and was attracted to, I want you to keep being that person. If you want to go after, open up your own business or whatever the case may be, go for it.
Yeah, I'm not your maid.
Yeah, I'm not going to be, and that doesn't intimidate me. In fact, I that's like how you ask guys questions on first dates. That I do the same shit. Like, I want to see if, like, okay, are you aspiring to want to do something, or do you have an idea? How can I help you with it? You know, like, can we pour into each other? All that type of stuff. So I support what you're doing. So I don't care how my fellas feel about it, but
yeah,
yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Another project that I'm working on, a journal. So I just literally came up with this idea, and I seen a self-reflection journal, and it had like cue cards with it, and I'm like, ooh, I am gonna do that. So I plan on releasing a journal.
Nice.
Because I have majority of my followers are men. So,
interesting. I would think it would be women.
You would think a majority.
Because your whole
of them
message
is
is for women.
I know.
What the hell?
I know. It's a battle of minds.
Interesting.
So I wanted to develop something that's co-op in a sense.
Yeah.
So I want to create a journal that's regarding healing and self-love. So
nice. I like that. Nice. You really embody that whole empowerment journey thing, especially for women. Hey, I'm with it. I don't frown upon it. Like I said, it's dope. I think. I think especially today's world is needed. It's needed. And man, y'all shouldn't be threatened by that shit. That just means step your fucking game up. All right.
No.
It's like just
come correct. Don't come at all.
Yeah. All right. This has been another episode of Cloth Talk Podcast. You've been gracious with your time, J. Marie. Thank you for coming on. We'll definitely have you back when I would decide to do my test again. When you think I should do it? Right after this, or let some time go by?
No, you should definitely
hop
do
on it immediately.
Yes,
really?
Hop on it.
Should I do it live right now? It's gonna take a couple times to answer the questions.
That's gonna take a minute.
Like, let's wrap this shit up. You answer that shit on your own time.
Yeah, you share it with me later.
All right.
That's the process.
Yeah, that's those questions. I'm like, God damn, I'm like, man, how many questions is shit? But yeah, so I'll do that. Let the people know again where they can follow you. Get the blog if they want to catch the lives that you do on, was it Big O?
Big O.
Yep. Go ahead, plug away. All the things that associated with J. Marie.
So thank you for having me, first and foremost.
Thank you for coming. My pleasure.
I am J. Marie.
Round of applause for J. Marie. Giving the game out.
Absolutely, that's the goal. So you can find me on all social media platforms at I am J. Marie with 3 E's at the end of it. I broadcast daily on Bigo, so that's BIGO. I'm actually a part of the content creation program with Bigo, so that's a new accomplishment of mine.
Hey, celebrate that. You're moving and shaking out here.
Yeah, all the time.
Nice. I love that.
So, yeah, so I finally just got verified on Bigo, so I have a verified check over there.
Ooh, come on. Yes. What they talk about, Jay?
So broadcasting, I really, really enjoy engaging with my audience. So that's what I'm known for.
Yeah.
But also having conversations like this with people on Bigo as well. So that's a platform that I share with other people where we can do panels or I can do solos. Nice. Most of the time I'm doing solos. Sometimes I do panels just to have like group conversations with other people so I can pick their brain.
So it's interactive as well.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Somebody compared it to like a video game.
Really?
And the only reason why I say that is because you can send gifts. And you have to like recharge your account and send gifts. You can send certain gifts, but the bigger the gift, the bigger the animation is on the screen. So it's pretty fire. Actually, I plan on uploading a story so I can show y'all what that looks like later on.
Yeah.
So I screen record some of my stuff.
Yeah, share that with some of the people.
Yeah, that's where I'm at majority of my time broadcasting. Here lately, I've been going on Instagram a little bit more than I usually have. But with Bigo, you can play music. Instagram, you can't play music.
Copyright shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a little bit more freedom, a little bit more creativity with Bigo.
You can play music in the background with Bigo.
Tough.
So I've been trying to engage with my crowd a little bit more on Instagram. But you're more than welcome to follow me. All my links is in my bio on my Instagram account. And yeah, I got a YouTube, Bigo, Instagram, and my website is on there as well.
Nice. It is.
Yep.
Don't be scared. Follow, support.
Yeah, Google me. Heels Hoops Entertainment.
There it is. You'll find it all right there. It's been another episode of Cloth Talk Podcast. If you fuck with this episode, go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, share all that good shit. More importantly, follow fuck with J. Marie, doing dope things out here, being the badass influencer that she is, shaking up the game. I love it. Awesome. We'll see you in another episode. Peace.
Bye.